Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM, and welcome back everyone.
Yep.
And also especially welcome back to our special guest Nina, who actually has her cam working this week.
Hello.
So, unfortunately, we will be down Mel again. He will not be able to join us to reprise, I guess not reprise, but play this character for the first time, this time around. Well, he may join in late. Hopefully he does, and hopefully he manages to, but he might not. So we will have to wait and see what happens, but in the meantime, I'm in the driver's seat again for that character. And aside from that... Oh, I should also note, just as a bit of housekeeping, that the stat cards from last week were a little bit inaccurate for Chauncey and Jamla, and they've since been fixed, because you realized, Lauren, that Jamla's HP wasn't up to date, and neither was Chauncey's, it turned out, because I had one that was a little bit out of date for his that I totally forgot to update. Also, thank you, French Lightning John, for the follow. And I think the raid has already begun. Rossu123 is raiding us.
Rossu.
Thank you very much. All right.
So you never ever leave from beside me.
Sure.
I hate that I know what that is.
You don't know the song by Drake?
No, I do know what it is. I hate that I know what it is.
Oh, okay. It's a good song. Don't hate. Appreciate.
So, good news is, in addition to all that good news that just got dumped on our lap, this week my voice isn't dead, and I don't have any inkling of sickness left. So finally, I could control my voice this week. Although I was listening to the playback of last week, and I don't think you could much tell that my voice was too dead. It sounded pretty normal, but I definitely did not feel like I had a whole lot of control in my voice.
I thought you could only hear it crack a few times, but
yeah, I think it might have. Yeah.
Otherwise.
All right. So, with that being said, we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger last time. Shall we get into things?
I think.
Yes.
Well, I'm ready to just sit back and watch.
Yeah, I know. We just
Watch what?
for context also for everyone, all our viewers. Peanut basically just spent the entire pre-stream sorting his inventory, Chauncey's inventory, figuring out what his loadout exactly is. And it's a lot to sift through because he actually has a pretty massive inventory and a lot of guns. So,
Dude is strapped.
all right. So previously on Resident Roleplay, Chauncey brought his new recruits, Nicole and Nadine, to a routine meeting of the SOU captains at the BSAA's North American HQ. Director Ironside, the current head of the BSAA, brought Chauncey in for a one-on-one meeting, while the others were allowed to wander the premises freely. On the second floor, there was an R&D lab where Nicole and Nadine encountered a very young woman by the name of Jamla, who was a refugee from the Kajuju Autonomous Zone, and she was basically there being treated by the scientists at this location. Meanwhile, Director Ironside had a personal conversation with Chauncey and attempted to sort of peer into his psychology and learn more about Chauncey's motives. And Chauncey made known his ambition to achieve greater status and even one day become the director himself. However, this conversation was interrupted as a panic overtook the command center and reports of massive bioterror attacks started coming in. And a comms officer also reported a suspicious supply helicopter that was radioing to try and land at the HQ building. Then, just as that helicopter came near, in the midst of all this panic, the entire building was bombarded by some sort of airstrike. And with the BSAA headquarters in ruin, Nicole, Nadine, and Jamla, up on the second floor, came under attack by hostile Majini soldiers. And Jamla, having been pinned by the debris, revealed her viral powers to slither out from beneath those debris, and then grew bladed tentacle arms and went to battle these hostiles. With your combined efforts, the three of you defeated this enemy squad, and the last of whom actually martyred himself with a hand grenade for one last burst of damage. But
2 of them did.
two of them. Well, one of them actually died when he martyred himself, so that's the only one I'm counting.
The other guy lived.
Yeah, the other guy dropped a grenade at his own feet and survived. But you guys actually pretty ably evaded some of those explosions, so didn't do too much to you. You then went in search of your captain, Chauncey Clancy, and arrived at the command center where you last saw him. But you did not arrive alone. So, that's where we're... that's not where we're picking up, though, because we need to backtrack a little bit and see what was happening with Chauncey as this has gone on. So, Chauncey.
Yeah.
Your vision is blurred. Your ears ringing, your consciousness fades in and out. You do not know how long it has been since the initial strike. Your cognition seems to stabilize, but you are weakened. Your once fine suit is tattered and torn and coated in dust. But with your critically successful save, you are prone on the ground beside a pile of rubble, but you are not restrained beneath it. The room around you is in ruin. The many screens and desks and balconies that were once filling this command center are now crushed under concrete and scaffolding. It's nearly unrecognizable from its former appearance. Are you doing anything immediately?
I'm gonna shake it off a little bit. I'm gonna look toward that comms guy. What condition is he in?
Please play Taylor Swift. Shake it off.
No.
Shake it off.
So you kind of have to strain a little bit. Again, you're kind of weakened. It takes a good deal of effort, but you kind of are able to prop yourself up at least a bit. Looking in the direction of that comms guy, you do not see him. Most of this room is just buried beneath rubble. You do not see anyone else in your line of sight. It seems you're one of the lucky ones. So there, if he was where he once was, then he is buried, basically.
I look towards the last time I seen what was his name? Ironside.
Director Ironside?
Ironside. Yeah.
Make
do
a
I see
perception
him?
check. With advantage,
Oh,
because
boy.
situational awareness.
Oh boy. Here we go. Started off. Boom. Oh, thank
Good thing for
goodness I got
situational
advantage.
awareness.
Thank goodness I got advantage. There's your nat 1, by the way. You can see that. But yeah, 16 would be the roll.
All right, so you look around, you peer in his direction, your vision that's kind of blurred starts to stabilize a little bit, and you begin to see a little bit of definition in the sort of layout of rubble in front of you. You look in the general region where you last saw Director Ironside. He does not seem to be in that direction near as you can tell, but you do hear sort of echoing throughout this chamber a familiar voice that seems to be coming from somewhere else, somewhere out of your line of sight, which is quite a few places, again, with all these piles of rubble around you. And that familiar voice begins, "I've been where you are. I know what it is to feel powerless. It's a feeling I vowed to never have again." And you hear another voice coming from the same direction, again out of sight, and again familiar, as being that of Director Ironside, and you just hear, "What do you want?" "My purpose here is simple. I'm here to slow the BSAA's march." "And how do you plan on doing that?" "With you. If you think I'm gonna be a puppet you've got another thing coming. I've dedicated my life to this country and to serving. I'm not about to be a pawn for bioterrorists. Good. Then you have nothing to worry about. Does Chauncey do anything at this point?
As soon as I would have heard the voices, would I have been able to pick up the direction in which they're coming from?
Yeah, with that perception check, yeah, you could pretty well tell the direction. It just seems to actually be on the other side of this, basically, this pillar of rubble that is beside you.
Can I get closer? like how like with the rubble, is there a way that I can get closer without like crushing poor people trying to survive?
Yeah, you could certainly just sort of like crawl along the ground and try and inch your way closer carefully. But first, make a Constitution check.
Oh boy.
Again, you're still kind of battered, still kind of ears ringing, so it's going to take a little bit of effort to.
So just
start
a
moving
check,
along.
not a save, right?
Not a save, a check. I know, the rare Constitution check.
13.
Okay, it's decent. You kind of, again, you're just barely sort of propped up, still close to the ground. You're like, "Ugh," and you start moving. And as you do, you feel some like, rocks and various pieces of debris just shudder off from your back, and you realize that you yourself were, while not buried or restrained, did have some dust still on you. And as that sort of shakes off, you prop yourself up a bit and start crawling, and you do manage to get around the corner, and you are able to peer around the corner of that piece of debris that once stood in your way, and you do see the figure of the man you recognize as Elliot Walker, in his blue suit, his frazzled hair, and his seemingly glowing blue eyes, tall and slender frame. But you do notice something that you've never seen before. You see him standing over Director Ironside, who's kind of on his knees in front of him. And you see on Walker, both, and this being your first time seeing him in person, you've only seen him on screens before. And you realize he is, again, that tall and slender, not very well built, but still kind of imposing in his height. But you do see on his hands, he basically has these sort of mechanized gauntlets on either hand that come down to around his elbow. And they have various sort of moving plates and parts and sort of vials and various things that seem to be sort of almost robotic and some chemical in nature. It looks to be a variety of things on these gauntlets, but he has one on either hand, and he's standing over Ironside. And as he says those words, then you have nothing to worry about. He reaches out with one hand and grasps Ironside by the throat, lifting him with his feet dangling off of the ground. And at that moment, electricity just surges through his palms, sending a wave of shock through Ironside's body, frying and darkening his skin as smoke billows out from his form. Just, and by the time it's done, he just tosses his limp body aside like a just piece of tissue paper.
What?
Shit.
Damn.
Shit. Am I to my feet or am I still crawling?
At this point, you could start to, kind of rise to your feet. The ringing in your ears is going away, and you're getting your full senses back. Walker does not seem to have noticed you yet. You're kind of outside of his peripherals. But after he tosses aside the body, you see he raises up one of his palms, and out of this gauntlet, a hologram projects out. And you see also a familiar figure that you've encountered once before. Sphinx, the sort of stylish hacker with kind of blue hair. And Walker just speaks to him. He says, BSAA's HQ has fallen. What's next? Sphinx responds, I have another major base in Chicago that's liable to retaliate. Camp Clancy. Deploy the Horde. Reduce it to ash before the day's end. What else? The outbreaks are developing at our strike sites. The spies that hit the Valerian were last seen headed for the west coast. We'll need allies in San Martinez. I'll handle it. Then I'll return to the tower. Project Titan is almost ready. And then the hologram closes. And he turns around and starts making his way for the door. And at this point, sort of almost meeting, or at the same time as he starts to go around, he sort of like clenches his fist, almost as a sort of command motion. And at that moment, bunch of soldiers just breach the other doors to this room on either side. And it seems like you're in the midst of quite a few people that have just entered this room. And a bunch of soldiers in tactical gear just enter, wielding AKs, and start searching the room. Walker just calls out, "Leave no survivors."
Is he like how far away from me is he?
He's maybe 20 feet or so around that corner.
Is he walking towards my direction? Like,
he's walking away from you currently and towards one of the doors that would exit this room.
And they're all coming, like they're coming past him.
They came in through other doors. There are several doors to enter this chamber, and they all came in from other ones in sort of swift, coordinated effort. And at this point, Jamla, Nadine, and Nicole would have seen those two soldiers that you spotted around the corner head into the room.
Do I still have the ability to talk to Maya?
Yes, you do.
So as he walks away, I'm gonna do what I can to contact Maya and alert her to alert the camp to be on lockdown, complete lockdown. All guns at the ready.
To alert the camp to be on alert.
Yeah, alert the camp to be on alert. Yes, alert the camp to be on alert.
Alert her.
Full lockdown.
Yeah, all right.
Shit's about to go down.
All right, so you kind of call into your radio and just get that message across to Maya, and Maya's just like, "What's going on? We lost contact with the headquarters. Are you all right?"
I'm fine, but their Ironside's dead.
Now, are you trying to do this rather subtly?
I'm assuming they're coming in, so at this point, no.
Yeah, because at this point,
Walker has cleared. As long as Walker has cleared the room, like, because I don't think I can handle that at the moment. I want it. I want to try so bad, but I know it's not going to end well. So let's not go that route.
So yeah, you call that into the radio, and you hear the voices around the room. These various soldiers just like, "Hey, you hear that? Over there," and they just like you hear various footsteps clattering around, people jumping over pieces of rubble and trying to navigate this ruined terrain. And at this point, you see the soldiers, they're starting to kind of fan out and spread out, and one of them seems to have line of sight on you, and he says, "Oh, over there," and he kind of motions towards you.
You said it was a hallway that I was kind of peering around the corner, right?
No, the others were. You're in the middle of this massive chamber.
Oh, I thought I was at like an edge of a hallway that he was going out.
No.
Down the hallway.
No. This is in the midst of that large command center chamber. Jamla and Nicole and the others were in the hallway.
Can I get to the middle of the command room?
You could, but I would need you to roll for initiative first, because at this point you've been spotted and they're about to go loud.
I want them to spot me.
All right. Let's roll some initiative then.
I'm ready for this.
All right. Everybody roll for initiative, because again, you guys are just outside the room.
What?
We are?
I thought we haven't been spotted.
You haven't been spotted, but roll initiatives. Yeah, you guys will be. You guys will have the drop on them. Chauncey won't, but you guys still need to roll initiative to be in the turn order to figure out when you wanna act. But you three haven't been spotted.
Welcome to the bottom of the round.
It happens. Trust me, to the best of us. I think one time I rolled with my +7, I only got a 1. It sucks.
Even with your 1, you still have a pretty mighty initiative.
Yeah, I'm still up there.
All right. So, somebody go ahead and roll a d20 for Mel's character too. Wait, hold on. Mel just got in.
Oh,
Well, hold on.
He's about to roll for his own character.
Roll your own darn initiative. Hold on. Let me get you guys the battle map too while I'm rolling initiative for these baddies.
Oh yes, that's what I need right now.
So
I want to be as close as I can to the scenario.
Oh! So hold on. Let me lay the land here.
Well, I'm still at the bottom.
So let's see. Basically.
Oh, okay, that's where I was.
So basically, y'all who are waiting out in the hallway, the 3 of you, Nicole, Nadine, and Jamla, would be kind of right around here, in this corner of the map.
That's Walker.
Yeah, that's Walker.
Wait, where?
Right there, that's Walker.
The guy with the suit?
So wait, is he still here?
He's
He's
walking on his way out. He still seems to be intent on ignoring you, but he just gave the order for all his men to leave no survivors, and now he's leaving. He's got places to be.
Should I pull my character out?
Yes. Oh yeah, you all can.
Where are we again?
Yeah, if you go to the journal, yeah, there you go. So you guys are kind of in this corner. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but along this right-hand wall, you see that black line? That's the wall, and so right here it would go down even further down another wall.
Okay, so
but you see where the corner is? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys, we're kind of down in that corner.
Okay.
Okay. So I see Ilo's in the chat, so excited to finally show that art. It's been such a long time coming.
That art was in the teaser, man.
Wait,
you saw glimpses of it.
I still got theories.
Wait, how do I mark my character's movements again?
Click and drag, and then right click while you're dragging them.
Oh, that's what it is. I was hitting space for some reason.
It used to be space. They changed it.
Oh, really?
Okay, that's
yeah.
Oh, I never used
long time
space.
ago. Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Ooh. All right, so 25. There we go.
Oh, that's how you spell Nadine. Let me change that on my notes.
Okay. So sound off on initiative.
Well, Jamla, 7.
Nikki, 6.
Chauncey's a 15.
Okay.
And Nadine was a 7.
Oh. Alright. Me and Nadine are tied.
Okay.
Can you put Nadine's character down here too?
Yes, I'll get her down. Yeah, he said he was coming in a second.
Yeah.
Just in time.
This is where Let the Bodies Hit the Floor starts playing.
Yeah.
It's that moment.
I know, I could hear the hi-hat right now.
I was thinking you should feel the bass rumble. Just building up. Shit's about to go down.
All right. So, top of the round is Chauncey.
Oh boy. All right, so I definitely want to go right here.
All right.
20 movement. Is that going to half my speed through this area? Or
it is not. You can navigate through this terrain pretty easily. The gray spots, however, are both elevated and difficult terrain.
We'll play Legos tomorrow. Go upstairs. Busy.
Oh, Mel's here.
Hey,
Hello.
you made it.
Oh, that was loud.
Yeah, you coming in strong. Came in just in time to roll initiative. That's Walker right there, by the way.
Upstairs.
Walker's here!
Go upstairs. Go upstairs.
Good old Walker.
Oh, he just executed Ironside, by the way.
Yeah, so the BSAA director's body is somewhere around here.
Oh,
Do you know what happened last session? Also,
nope.
so we went to the BSAA. It got bombarded. I think it got carpet bombed. And we just crawled our way out of one of the rooms, and now we're in the main area.
Back to where Chauncey was. So you're just now you Nadine and Nicole have basically just reunited with Chauncey. Or at least Chauncey hasn't seen you guys yet, but
Reunite.
or rather Nicole and Jamla. Sorry, you're Nadine.
Nadine, Jamla, Nicole.
Taking my
Okay.
spot, Nina. What the hell? That's what I usually do.
What's fun? Oh.
To chime in awkward moments.
We can do it together.
Yeah.
Together.
All right.
Forever.
Just the two of us.
Do this.
All right. So as I make my way to the middle
Downtown?
of this area here, is there like a light above me, or is like the whole roof gone?
Well, so there is some light in this room. Again, the artificial lights, like the fluorescent lights and everything that would be above normally along the ceiling, and all the electronics that were in this room, those are all kind of flickering, as they were on the second floor. And there is actually a bit of natural light poking through the ceiling too, in various places. So there's enough light to have decent visibility in this place.
With like the dust still like lingering, can this be like one of those Halo moments where the light's like shining through? I stand in the middle, using kung fu, remove my coat shit.
Sure thing.
Just take off your business jacket and there's just tactical armor.
Just like I get in the light so they could see me, and I'm just like, oh, here we go, and I just ripped the tattered jacket off. So I still want the business tie, but that's it. Like tie, full tactical. Like,
All
that's
right.
it.
All right then.
And is this dude like? I see this guy right here.
You do see that guy right there.
Oh, he's gonna eat shit right now. As soon as I want him, can I use like flex and intimidation on him? See if I can scare him.
You could, but it would be your action.
Ah.
If you want to go
No.
full intimidation mode, you'd have to give me a description.
Well, I mean, like just me coming into the light. Like, let's go, boys. This ain't my first rodeo, but I'll just say that and
All right.
see if he just gets afraid of all my bullets.
Bullets are plenty
So-
intimidating. Also, nice dice.
Thank you.
What is my Hydra's range? Well, I got movement. So from this point,
Oh, there's 4 people.
that was only, what was that? That was 20 to the light source, and then we're gonna go 10 right up in this dude's grill.
All right.
Hydra.
You're coming
Hydra
through
up.
those streaks of natural light, sort of, given volume by the dust lingering in this room. Just coming down on you as you tear off your suit jacket and rush this guy with his triple-barreled, sawed-off shotgun.
Now, I specified earlier that I still have improvised rounds. Am I allowed to use them, or
If that's what you had loaded into it.
I didn't load it, but I can load them into it. Or
Well,
I could have loaded them
that's what I'm
into
saying.
it.
Yeah, if that's what you would have had loaded in to start with.
Yeah, I definitely would have. I always start with a good round. All right, so Hydra is a +3 plus my ability. I'm trying to remember what my dice are supposed to be. Is it? I think it's a +7, right?
+7?
What's your
or no,
proficiency?
no. My Yeah, I got 3. Oh yeah, proficiency is +4. That's what it is. So 3 + 4 + 3. For the, no, that's only damage on the gun. So, and I'm going to do headshot, of course.
Naturally.
So that's -5, right?
Yes.
-5. +10. I was like, can't be -10.
And with advantage, let's see what happens. So 18.
Hits.
All right.
You only have a 7 bonus on
I think
the
so.
Hydra?
Let's see, because it's
Proficiency
plus
mobility
3,
plus the weapon?
plus 4 is 7, plus 3 is 10. So you would have a plus
Oh.
10.
So then plus,
either way,
and then
either
plus
way I hit.
5.
So
Yeah, either way you hit, but yeah.
I forgot the +3 of the weapon. As
Oh,
well,
right, yeah.
So that was my bad. So we going to go ahead and lay down that damage.
Yeah, let's lay down some damage. Remember, that also has a +3 from the weapon.
Yeah. Now that I remember. So it's +3 +8.
I assume you go full fire rate as usual.
Oh, always.
The Hydra has more than 1 fire weight?
Yep. Yes, it does. So
Oh my
initially
gosh.
+10, plus my mobility, plus the gun, and those attacks that I've been ignored. Am I allowed to use this like this evisceration on this guy? If it no, it's when I kill a character
Yeah.
creature.
You can eviscerate people?
Yeah, I guess. That's what it says.
He doesn't have any
Evisceration.
resistances, yeah, so that aspect, yeah.
Okay.
It'd have to be on a kill.
Okay. So
Ooh.
boom boom.
Hot dang.
That's
30
31 points of damage to this guy.
All right, so you rush up to him, pull out this sawn-off shotgun as you loose your coat and just hold it out one-handed, splatter his head with a 2-shot across all of the debris around him. And with that eviscerate feature,
Yes.
I actually well,
You don't
let me
need to roll
see.
that dice behind the
Let me
screen?
see.
Oh,
No, actually, I don't think it matters for this one, because it's stuff that would be disrupted from being destroyed, and that isn't necessarily the case for the Majini.
that's true because you
Yeah,
can,
because it's for stuff like
you can
Crimson Heads and
completely blow
stuff,
them up.
and Tyrants and things like that, but not with this. Also, I just dropped my dice.
I remember in Resident Evil 5 blowing up a bunch of Magini by a barrel and them just walking through it with their heads flying.
Yeah,
flailing
exactly.
around. They don't care if they get eviscerated.
Okay, but yeah, he's
Wait,
toast.
What? Are you kidding me? Like he has a chance to just walk around with his head hanging?
Yeah.
Oh no. These guys suck.
Magini are they're
I don't
They're
know.
not nice.
yeah. You have to kill them
I don't
twice
know this,
sometimes.
so. This dude's
Sometimes you gotta
dead,
kill
dead,
him
I'm
once.
assuming, so that's good.
Oh
Yeah, he's out though. You blasted his head and he did not bounce back.
And I'm gonna rip out the saw real quick. Because that took 2 of my high bullets. So I rip out the saw and I'm gonna start sending bullets to this guy over here.
Okay, so are you? Oh, right. You have the fast draw, so you can switch weapons on the fly. Yeah. So you.
Now that's a free action though, not a
Yeah,
bonus, right?
that's a free action. So you stow away the Hydra
boy.
behind your back and just reel out this
Yeah.
massive light machine gun in your hands.
Yeah, oh boy, this dude's gonna eat it. Cause bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that bipod down.
All right. Well, in order to use it here with no sort of surface around you, you'd have to go prone.
Oh,
The surface would have to be the floor.
Yeah, you'd have to use the floor as a surface.
You can move there.
I don't have enough movement.
Yeah, you're out of movement.
Can I use this dude's body? Like just put
His body is on the
down?
floor, so you would still have to go prone.
Damn.
You're right about the body's hitting the floor.
in pieces.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna just straight up like one action, hide your back, saw over the shoulder, and as it's coming over, the bipod flings out. I'm gonna just drop to the ground, and I'm gonna just start tagging this guy.
All right.
That's my.
So we'll
my
flip
thought
you.
process on this.
Flip you for now.
Okay.
Show that you're prone.
He's like laying on his back. He does the Resident Evil 6 jump back.
Yeah, just.
Just some weird army flip forward in the prone position.
Well, you got to use the bipod though, so yeah, you're flipped this way.
Yeah. We are going to hit him with this saw. Let me see.
So it should be the same bonus as the Hydra then, since it increases
Yeah,
that
that's what I
plus
was
3.
thinking. Because it's the +3, so
Are both of those
that's a
legendary
plus
weapons?
10.
No.
Oh,
It's not. I don't get bonus for this, or like advantage.
No, you do not.
nope.
Make a normal attack roll, Chauncey. For once in your
I
life.
wanted to make. I wanted to make headshot.
You could. You could
Alright,
still do
you still
headshot.
can?
I know I
At a
can
plus
still
5.
do headshot, but you
It's
know
up to
what?
you.
Screw
It's
it
the gamble.
for the whole thing. So that is a -5 from a 10 is a 5. Get it? No. Why did it stop on the 13?
So you do this whole fancy maneuver, and by the time you drop to the floor and set the bipod on it, a bunch of dust kicks out from under you. You look cool as heck, but your bullets are just tracing around this guy. You were not prepared for the kick on this saw, being the first time you brought it out onto the field.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah, you just stormtroopered him.
Oh, we're about to go Stormtrooper. I'm gonna go ahead and flex that action surge.
All right.
And we're gonna try that again.
Saw turning into a minigun.
Yeah.
Same one. Same rollout again. Here we go.
Still aiming high for the head.
15.
That just hits.
Oh, get wrecked, son.
So after that
all
massive kick, you correct yourself and take a moment to before you fire down another burst. And just the rest of you outside of this chamber hear this cacophony of gunfire all ringing out, not yet realizing that Chauncey's the only person that's shot so far.
They have an attack helicopter. Get down.
Oh my god, we weren't expecting this, Walker. So let's see what kind of damage we got. Rate of fire is 5. Ooh, these bullets kind of poopy.
Really?
Yeah, they're only D4.
Yeah, 5 of them.
Yeah, I know, 5D4. It kind of sucks, but it's okay. They're all heads. So
On average, that's more than any other weapon.
10
Yeah.
plus
Actually, I think
3.
it's
plus
comparable to the assault
3.
rifle. 4d6 is 14. 5d4 would be
Wait, the assault rifle does 46?
yeah.
Well,
Which one?
and then if you add the assault rifle, I think mastery, and you can like once per.
Oh yeah, you
Turn,
can
I
you
think,
can
get
increase the fire
another-
rate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. I have never used an assault rifle.
Yeah. Okay, so to his head. 31 points of damage. Same as the other guys.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what happens if someone rolls a natural 1 on trying to transform, but you just like you're laying down the fire and just like splatter his head out. A little bit of like a creature starts to come out, but that just gets eviscerated with your hail of bullets as well. Like it's not even noticeable. This guy goes down,
All right, let's see
just
here.
tearing the flesh to shreds.
Oh, this dude's gonna eat it now too. So I kind of combat roll because I'm assuming I can still hear like movement. I'm gonna combat roll 180.
All
I'm
right,
gonna start shoot. I'm gonna shoot at this dude over here.
all right. Last attack.
And
Combat roll.
You're just you're like John Wick doing
Like,
groundwork, right? Like where you're just kind of
Yeah, I
maneuvering around.
just like roll around real quick.
Yeah. Repositioning yourself.
My pod's still set. Let's go.
Mhm.
And brah.
Oh! Light this guy up.
Yes.
Bodies hit the floor.
10d4.
Good night.
Get wrecked, son.
That's a lot of D4s.
It even wasn't that great. 43.
43.
Who are you targeting again?
That
Guy in
first
front.
dude up here.
This dude?
Yeah, that guy.
bottom one.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so that guy also just splatter his head out, just headshot after headshot, maneuvering around the room, just taking precise aim with each one and tactically bringing each of them down.
Do we hear anything yet on comms? Like, oh shit!
They haven't reacted yet.
I have an army.
No,
Can I flex that intimidation muscle now?
I'll say with that natural 20, I could let you make one intimidation check for free. Just because of the nat 20 factor of you basically just doing, they come in with their guns at the ready, thinking they got the drop on you, and you just instantly spin around it and just headshot one of their dudes. Yeah, they're going to start thinking.
He just starts breakdancing with a saw and a
Yeah,
sawn off
basically.
shotgun.
Do I get
The
paid enough for
intimidation
this?
was the fact that I headshot that dude, dropped to the ground, and wrecked the other two. So
Yeah.
these other guys are watching these guys just drop.
No, yeah,
And they don't know.
basically just saw you stiff jab this guy with a Hydra before turning into a bullet spitting machine.
And being that I technically don't see any of the other guys, I'm gonna holler out, "Anybody else want some of this?" Like, let's go.
You can see these guys down.
Ready. I technically I can, but I mean it is. I'm assuming Dusty.
Now you're
and
behind
I only have one eyeball, so
That is also true.
I haven't flipped. Or I just flipped my goggles down to ice that dude. So let's do this. That'd be the end of my turn.
All right, you're going to make that intimidation check?
Whoa, the intimidation?
Oh yeah, I can roll intimidate. Yeah. Let's see.
Next up is going to be John
Come
Warren.
you guys.
Really?
A 10.
All right, 10.
I was hoping for that 16.
Yeah, they're just like you yell out your Chauncey one-liner. They seem to hear it loud and clear, and you see them kind of scatter behind cover, trying to find refuge from this hail of gunfire. But their, mindlessness still seems to be overpowering them and under the control that Walker has them under, and so they continue pressing forward. But Jamla and Nadine have the same initiative.
Yeah.
The two of you are up next.
Do you care who goes
Can I-
first?
Can we talk for a second?
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I mean, you guys are huddled back here while this is all going on. You hear all that gunfire.
Okay. Jam, Dee, I think you guys should go to the right, and I'll flank them on the other side of this room. So I think Chauncey's inside there with all that hellfire.
Who?
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
No, that was a helicopter.
You don't know our CC. You know our Captain CC.
He don't, or she don't.
Somebody brought the tank, is what that was.
Well, I still think we should surround them. But
I'm going. Oh yeah, Nadine. Do you care who goes first?
No.
All right, I'll go first just because if I get hurt, yeah, no. If I get hurt, you can heal me afterwards.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna. Is this door open?
Yeah, this one right here is still kind of open. You guys can see into the room a bit.
You can see into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
no, then we'll totally see Chauncey.
Well, obscured behind these two guys. Who are
And then he went prone.
yeah.
That's true. That's true.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up this way. And I'm just gonna start flailing. Just arms explode out and then come back together with blades, and I'm just gonna.
All right, these tentacle arms just flail about with these blades at the end, just cutting ribbons into these guys. Make your attacks.
All right, first attack. This will go towards. Both of them will go towards the one at the bottom, actually.
All right.
Okay, I have to remember. I've got a bunch of stuff that I add to these. Hold on. Oh wait, no, that's for damage. Hold on. All right, so just for an attack. $19.
19 hits.
Okay, so I roll 1d6 for the weapon plus 1d4 because I have a power formula plus another d4 for my boxer effigy. And then plus 4 for all my bonuses. 14 points to the one at the bottom.
All right.
And then I do it again. Oh, hey, good rolls.
Hits.
This one actually does not have the second d4 because my boxer effigy only goes off once per round.
Yeah, or once per turn.
Or,
But it's basically around, yeah.
yeah.
But
yeah.
theoretically, if you didn't hit any, you could use it on a reaction attack.
That's true. Plus 10.
Plus 10?
10 slash. Plus 10. Or
Oh,
10 slash.
I was going to say. I was like, where'd that plus 10? You just decided to throw a plus 10 on there? Well, actually, you are evolved, so you could, in theory, but...
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that!
but you already took your turn, so...
Hold on, I need to...
Yeah, so you just like cut this guy up. He's just like, "Argh!" Just like totally unsuspecting from this attack that came from behind him. You've bloodied him a fair bit, but he's still standing.
I am going to... Actually, I think that's it. Yeah. I don't have enough to do that as a bonus action. That is my turn. I'm staying where I'm at.
All right, Nadine.
All right. All right, so seeing this pretty much happen, she's going to move up to here. People seem okay, so she's just going to start laying off shots at this guy over here.
All right.
So she's got the HK and is just going to start...
Standard issue BSAA assault rifle comes out, and she starts lighting people up.
Yep. And I'm going to just... 20. Going full
20
fire
hits.
rate. Yeah, let me go. I have yep. Let me just. Whoa!
Ooh, wow. Hot dang.
Yeah.
All right, so this guy gets lit up as like some of the bullets impact against his armor and scrape over his shoulder, and he just kind of gets knocked over for a sec. And there's a couple of splatters of blood that come out of him, but he is still standing.
And then I'm gonna extra attack and do it again.
All right. Another hit.
Here we go. Another 15.
All right, so you just light him up and just like tear ribbons across him. And as you do, his upper torso just sort of like expands and bursts out of this sort of Kevlar vest that was confining it. And then out comes like this sort of shelled mouth becomes his upper torso.
Oh.
She's just like, oh, well, that's nice.
Hey, you watch it back there.
Gotta do something. Yeah, that's all she can. All she can do.
On initiative count 7.
I actually don't have a mini for that right now, so I'm just gonna put that one there.
Oh, you don't have the big chomp chompies?
Well, I do, but apparently I don't have it uploaded. Hold on.
Ah.
Let me see.
On initiative count 7, I totally forgot.
Initiative count 7.
I do have a. Yeah, I have a bonus action offhand attack.
Oh, right. We're still on your initiative, so yeah, you can go ahead and
Still
make that.
technically my
Yeah.
initiative, is what I mean. On initiative count 7, I would like this to happen.
Yeah.
Bonus action offhand attack, so still spinning. Blades are just going.
Right.
And I'm gonna haymaker.
All right. You're haymakering with your offhand. And you do have the fighting style that lets you basically two-weapon fight. Yeah, so this is pretty much just the normal attack.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Hey, that's a 20 to hit.
Hits.
All right,
Haymaker.
so with the haymaker
Says in the chat.
Whoops. With the haymaker, that is. Just add a 1 to that, plus 10. Nope. That's the right one. 17 points of slashing
Oh.
to the one at the bottom.
Hot dang.
Haymakers are great when you roll a 1 on damage. I still rolled more than the other two.
Yeah, so this guy, your tentacles just sort of swing around as this hail of gunfire goes past you towards the other target and just tear around his neck and just slam through it. And he bleeds from the neck and falls to the ground.
All right, that's my turn.
And that's your turn. All right, next up is going to be... well, first off, as all this is happening, Walker's kind of looking around. He hears all of this chaos ensuing, and he's just like... And he turns around, and he does see Chauncey rolling around on the floor. And he takes note, and he nods in your direction and just goes, didn't realize you would be here, Captain Clancy. Well, I'm sorry, I can't stay to enjoy a good bout. I have work to do. But rest assured, we'll have plenty to play with here. And his eyes sort of flare, and he's going to use one of his legendary actions to command this guy to use half his movement to come out to here and make an attack with his assault rifle against Chauncey. He has
I'm prone. Do I have coverage?
Yeah, prone means he has disadvantage on his attack against you.
Okay.
So, oops, sorry, that should be a +3, which doesn't hit either way. So, yeah. So either way,
good.
he comes out and just like lets loose a burst, which sort of scatters around the ground in your vicinity.
So just kicking up dust at this
Basically.
point.
Pew, pew, pew.
All right. And then it's going to bring us down to Nicole.
Yes. I want to go. Wait, how do I move?
Wait, did he also roll a 7?
What? For Walker?
Did he also? Yeah.
No, that was his
drag.
legendary action.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then for the
Wait,
movement.
30 feet of movement? 5 squares?
6 squares.
Yeah, but you,
Or
Yeah.
a dash?
Then you can do
Okay.
another 30 feet. Yeah, again, if you
roll
click
squares.
while you're clicking and dragging, you can right click to measure your distance while you're going through.
All right. Okay.
Or you can, on the left, there's a tool. Whoa!
It's
To
right.
measure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
wave, catch Walker's attention.
Okay, this door's not actually opened yet, so that you're
just waving.
Oh wait!
so you're there.
Wait, bro.
You're there
wait.
waiting at this door that Walker is headed for, and you can. That was your bonus action to dash.
Can I go here?
You can.
Can I go here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still within your movement, I believe. Yeah, so as an agent, it is your bonus action to dash, so you could get that distance. You still have your action. Would you like to hold your action for?
I will hold my action.
All right, and you have to specify what are you going to hold your action to do, and what will trigger it.
I just.
Are you holding an attack or?
No. I just want to wait for him to talk. I guess there's no action.
That's free action. Yeah. If you want to use your words, but.
But in case he tries to attack me, I want to be ready.
Okay, so you're holding your action to attack. Yeah.
Retaliate.
In retaliation. All right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, so that's Nicole's turn. Next up is Walker. And
Who the hell is that guy?
yeah, you see him across from you in this room, and you see him in the midst of all this, just calmly walking out of the room. And with
Is that Chauncey?
15 feet, he
That
gets
dude's not
this
as
far.
scary as Chauncey.
He sort of runs out towards the door, which is still basically barely holding on by its hinges, and just pushes it open with one hand and walks out into this hallway. And he sees you next to him, Nicole, and he looks to you.
I salute.
And he says, "Good work, Nicole."
Anytime, boss. What do you
You hear
want me
that?
to do now?
We have work
Oh,
to do
the fuck?
elsewhere.
Do
Follow
I hear
me.
this?
hear that?
Do we hear that?
Yeah, you guys hear this.
Oh, this bitch dead.
Jamla.
I'm just saying. Like, you're about to get wrecked.
Jamla's like, wait, so is that Chauncey?
And Walker is going to walk away.
I'm following him.
All right. And yeah, we'll say with your held action, I'll allow you to take that one since you knew what you were doing.
Okay.
So that's Walker's turn. Now all these goons get to take their turn because everyone rolled horribly on initiative.
I think highest initiative was 15.
No, yeah, they were all pretty. These guys were all pretty pooped, or rather, they were poop, not pooped.
They're about to be.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so they're all gonna start moving in as much as they can, sort of pressing forward in something of a formation. Firing line style, just moving in and firing as they go along. Oh yeah, I'll just give the Diwali the same initiative as these guys. Well, the three remaining in the room who didn't get lit up are going to start taking shots at Chauncey with disadvantage because of your prone. It's a 20 to hit. That's a natural 20. That's a 13.
The nat 20 hits. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow, really?
The nat 20 hits. That's it.
The 20 doesn't hit.
Nope. My arm class is 21, sir.
What?
Yeah, sir.
That's Chauncey. So you take... rather... That's another... So you take 29 points of piercing damage as, again, there's just this hail of gunfire coming down and impacting around you, but one of the guys manages to aim pretty true and just carve a line across your body, and you feel it just impact against your Kevlar vest really painfully beneath that suit.
Wait, don't
Wait, with disadvantage?
Yeah,
Oh, right, disadvantage. I forgot.
What? I'm confused.
I forgot.
Get ready.
I didn't roll two of
Gotta go
those on
back.
all of those. Hold on, let me do... So one of them, the first guy jams. The guy who natural 20'd misses, actually. And then the 19.
Oh, get wrecked. Oh, that's
So none of them hit then.
So they have to roll an 18 or higher.
Basically, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those
Just
are some
a man.
odds. No, yeah. So actually, yeah. So it turns out none of those hit. Retcon. None of those bullets impacted against you. You're just kicking up dust all around you while you are using your superior military training to outmaneuver them.
These boys are in for it today.
But this shell creature is going to open its massive maw and attempt to envelop Jamba, who looks like tasty Ouroboros right now.
Oh, you can try.
I'm sorry. That's awesome.
20 to hit.
Oh, you did.
That's very well.
You can try.
You take 20 points of piercing damage as this massive maw just envelops around your entire torso. And despite your cocky retort, you just get munched on as you feel just hundreds of tiny teeth just piercing into you. It's like an Iron Maiden inside this thing's mouth and just crushes you down and squeezes the blood out of you before you slide back out of its saliva-filled mouth.
Yeah.
Is your blood red or black?
It's definitely black.
It's a fair mix from your more humanoid bits, but yeah, there's definitely some like oily ichor that comes
probably
off of your
green.
tentacles. All right, but that's all of their turns. And actually, Walker is going to use another one of his legendary actions to... Hold on. Yeah, that's it. He's not really engaged in this fight right now, actually, since he's kind of walked off, so he doesn't really know what's going on here. So, we'll say that's we'll say that's all for now. But that is going to be the end of all of their turns. So that brings us back up to the top of the round with Chauncey.
Am I still kind of connected to Maya?
A little bit.
Okay,
She's
so
still
I'm
on the
gonna definitely
line.
tell her that I'm still gonna tell her that Nicole's a traitor.
Yeah, how are you wording this to Maya? What do you say yelling over the comms right now?
That Nicole, she's dead. We're gonna kill her.
So rude.
She's on the blacklist. Let's
I
go.
didn't even do anything.
You just walked away with the bad guy. What are you saying? What do you mean?
It's like talking. I like having conversations with everyone.
Well, you just put yourself in a bad position. You have that kind of conversation. How much movement do I lose to get up from
To
prone?
stand from prone is half your movement.
Ugh. That should be enough. All right. Okay, so we'll half the movement. And let's see, how much can I? That gives me 15. Now, to this guy, diagonal from me, he's within my shotgun's advantage, right?
He is.
Okay, he's dead. So, ooh, wait, hang. Oh yeah, well, okay. So flip script, saw back,
No,
Hydra
right.
out, and I'm able to load it as well, right?
As a bonus action, you can reload. Yeah.
Okay, so bonus action
you're shooting.
reloading. So that gives me 3. And this time I'm actually going to use my bullets. I forgot to use my bullets, or at least roll for them.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, so this guy's going to catch a headshot with the Hydra.
If he's gonna catch it,
Oh, he's going to catch it to the face, that's for sure.
like a common cold, he's about to catch this Hydra.
Yeah, he's about to catch it. So we were at 10 minus 5. Kabushkis. Oh, and advantage.
Yeah.
Kabushkis. Okay, yeah, so
Still
24.
hits.
Okay. And then we go up to 15. And 32 points of damage plus the. What was the? I erased all that crap earlier. What's it? It's a D6
Yeah,
per bullet, right?
D6 per shot for the special rounds.
And that would be 2. Improvise was like bleed or penetrating, right? Yes, 9. So we're looking at 41 points of damage to this dude's face.
Yeah. So this guy just gets splattered across as you rush him with that triple-barreled Hydra, and no transformation for him.
Can I do the same prone movement with my saw again?
You already switched weapons this turn, so it would require
Resident Evil 6
an action
Oh,
to
yeah, that's right.
to do it again, or unless you want to drop the Hydra on the ground. But no, it'll still require an action.
I could do that. So, like, I forget the movement of putting the Hydra back away, and I drop it on the ground and grab the saw.
All right, we'll
and
go with
flop
that.
down in the prone. All right, we're good. We can do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna light this dude up first, as well. So let's hit this guy with the headshot. Wow! No!
Doesn't hit.
All
So
right,
you're prone right now, though.
Yeah, I am prone. Let's go. Let's hit up that last action surge.
Oh no.
Okay, you're using your second action surge.
Yeah, I'm using the second one. Get wrecked. 20.
Hits.
Yay. And that was 5 D4. 24.
All right. So you lay into him, and that's headshot, and just like a few splatters of blood come out from his head region. But he is actually still barely hanging on by a thread, but you see like loose pieces of flesh and an exposed jaw under his tactical mask.
All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and light up this other dude too, just to get him down.
All right.
And it'll be the exact same headshot. 16.
16 hits.
26 points damage.
All right.
You're OP, dude.
A little bit. Just a little bit. I told you were gonna
Better start roading.
You should never be a traitor to a guy you haven't met. This guy's pretty badass.
I love you. You're my Captain CC.
Yeah, well, CC no give shitsies.
It's a zero tolerance policy.
You're talking to bad guys, you're dead.
Yeah, as actually, he's been pretty consistent with that. That zero tolerance policy. All right.
0. Absolute 0.
Oh, hey.
Hey!
What did we just get? Oh, Rock just subscribed again. Thank you very
keeping
much
his
for your
record.
continued support. Yeah, for 30 freaking months in a row, which is like more than 2 years, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, thank you very much for your continued patronage. So that's Chauncey's turn. Now that you've exhausted your possible actions, back down to Jamla.
All right.
Jamla and Nadine, in whatever order you guys want to take it.
I have one sense infected left. What are we going to do about that? Or what are you going to do about? Is she?
I don't know.
Well, it looks like that man over there has got it. So I go handle the. I forget her name. She's not important. Can you heal me before I go?
Oh, Yeah.
She's got more health than I do currently.
Yeah. Just real quick, I'm gonna just pop over 10 feet. You want? Do you need the tier 1 or tier 2 treat wounds?
For what I'm about to get into, I'm gonna need the good stuff.
All right. So
Give me.
right.
She's just gonna be like, give me the best thing you've got. I'm going in there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and throw you with a tier 2 treat wounds.
All right. So you get up close and start rummaging through your med kit and apply some healing to Jamla.
Yeah. Cool. That's plus. Good heals. The good one. The good ones.
Decent heals.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's you know what? It's gonna be okay.
It is
gonna be okay.
Says your physician as she's patching you up.
She's gonna be like, yeah.
This is the best I can do right now. I don't have too much else yet.
It's gonna be okay.
Alright.
I'm moving. I don't want to be close to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I got 1 sense infected to use this round.
So that's 10, 25, 30. Or no, because I need to stick close to you. I'm moving where you're moving.
I'm going in this direction. Somehow I'm going in this direction. Like next round, everybody in that room. No, only Chauncey's going to be in that room next round. Probably from the looks of things.
If you're going
Even if they
down,
all hit me with crits, they're not putting me down. just so you know.
yeah, if you're going down there, she'll follow you to the best of her ability.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out again. I have 1 sense infected. I need 2 of them. I can only do 1 thing that I want to do. Okay, so I'm gonna run this direction. I can get there in my movement. And it's just gonna be like, hey, who's that?
All right, so that was 10. 15,
And as you do, that Devalia is going to take an attack of
30.
opportunity.
Oh, you can try.
And you see, it's like after it like bit around you, it's sort of closed mouth, sort of balled back up into that shell-like sort of round torso, and it's gonna just attempt to. You see it like lean back and then lean back forward and attempt to just headbutt you.
I'm gonna headbutt it back.
17 to hit.
I gave myself a concussion. That hits.
Oh,
Good try. Bang.
Yeah, I know. Every time you say it.
Go.
Take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as it whacks you as you're running along and you stumble out into this hall.
Instead of running, you just roll out from behind the corner.
Actually, you also need to make a strength saving throw.
What? Really?
oh, I don't. I may
Really?
not. I may not need to move.
Wait, hold on. Formula power only affects strength checks, not saving throws.
I believe so.
Oh well.
The sad days.
I am 18. From emaciated Africa region.
Please.
12.
Ah.
You actually get knocked prone back there.
Ah.
Well, and you get knocked back, so you do go 5 feet that way, and you're prone there. So calculate your
I
movement
see it
from
rearing
there.
back, and I'm just like, oh no, you don't.
Yeah,
I'm
you just
gonna stay
flop like
where I am.
that scrawny kid that got tased.
Sadness.
So that's half your movement.
Oh.
Okay, one more time.
Okay.
And
all right.
5,
no.
10,
Half the movement, I have 20 feet.
15,
I have 40
20.
feet.
Or wait, no. Sorry. So I already 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm staying.
Now
there.
what is going on over here?
So you run around the corner and start pointing your finger.
I start pointing my tentacle.
All right. So you're pointing out in that direction.
Ah!
Calamari.
You guys are ruining my plans.
Nicole, you have anything to say?
This day.
Who's that?
Your blood will be spilt.
Why are you not fighting?
I think Chauncey needs your help, Jamla.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Not that man tank.
I told you, somebody bring a tank.
You seem pretty beat. You don't want to do this.
Walker's
Just
for the
wanna walk
most
away.
part kind of ignoring all this and still kind of just walking away. So it's back to you.
I wanna like say this walking back.
All right, you're
I
like
also-
walking back and
Can
just.
can I also like do like a, I don't know, perception check or something to see if he notices as I pull my Glock out and I'm like doing like putting my finger against my lips.
This bitch
Towards
James
them.
Bond.
Oh.
All right, I'll say yeah. As part of your dialogue, you could do that.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
All
I
right.
just gonna say, hey yo, don't do this. You're gonna die. As I like slowly pull my Glock out,
And I shot
And I'm like-
right here.
ready my gun.
What's the tweet?
All right. So this was all during Jamla's turn. Doing anything else? You still have your action.
I still want to get in. I need to get in close. That cheap freaking trip got me out of range. Nadine, push me.
Sorry, I've already like used up everything that I could possibly do right now.
Yeah, you can't push me 15 feet.
I can like try and push you 5.
All right, actually, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna this full display, arms splayed out, and just like in the strobe light of this hallway, arms splayed out, and there's like weird ichor just dripping off my stuff. I'm just be like, you keep walking, and I going to kill you.
All right.
I don't know what action that was, but I totally went off track.
So is that?
I'm going to try to get them to stop, and I'm gonna, with a display of power. Both of them.
All right. Make an intimidation check.
Eyes are flaring. I have advantage on it because I have evil eyes.
That's an action.
This was
It is.
So you managed to use your action.
Cool.
this was a bad idea following you. No.
Hey, better chances of killing the thing that headbutts you.
So I'm
Sorry,
trying
guys, I'll
to
clean
stop
up this
both of
room.
them. I'm trying to stop both of them.
All right.
Can I like just like nod like towards Walker, looking at Jem?
All
By
right.
the way, everybody's got a freaking nickname now. How does this happen? What episode? We all got nicknames.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20. That's a
Wow.
23. All right. Nicole, you see this display and feel quite intimidated, but what Nicole is going to do is still up to you. But Walker stops for a second and turns around and says, Nicole, can't you take care of these insects? I have places to be. Giving his attention for but a second.
Yes, boss.
Score.
All right.
I want, but I do want like to still like. Is there a way where I could just like notice him and now I'm like drawing my gun, aiming at them, and then when he turns back around, I want to turn around and then I want to shoot him in the head.
Well, on your turn.
On your turn,
You dead.
which is coming up. Your turn is up next. Your turn is up. That's the end of Jama's turn. Nadine's got nothing else she can do, right?
As a bonus action, I'm just gonna spit at them.
Yeah, Nadine healed and used all movement.
You probably can't see it because it's too dark, but when she spits, where the spit lands, it starts to sizzle.
Oh,
Just like,
not good calamari.
no, this is like blowfish
Pufferfish
calamari. This is like-
No.
The hell?
All right, so Nicole, you're up next. You see Walker give his attention but a second as he looks towards them, and then turns his back again and continues marching out of this area. But you want to...
I want to get the surprise on him.
All right.
And shoot him in the back of his head
All right.
and say, "This is for my dad."
In that voice, right?
So
All right.
sassy.
It's like,
So-
it's not even this is for my dad. It's this is for my dad.
My name is Nicole Montoya. My father prepared to die.
So, quick point of note. Yeah, I think that would be within your firearm's effective range, so you would be at disadvantage, but you won't invoke an attack of opportunity if you just back up a little bit because he thinks you're friendly right now. So if you want to get advantage from surprising him, you would have to back up just a tad. At least 5 feet.
Like, let
Yeah.
Well, he said he walked away,
Or-
though, right?
him
Well,
walk away.
He will walk away when we get to his turn. Right now, he's
Oh,
in
I
role
see.
play. He's walking away, but
Okay. Got it.
Mechanically, he has to
Yeah.
back up.
Mm-hmm.
all right. So go ahead and make an attack roll with advantage, which also means you get sneak attack if it hits.
It's just a D20.
D20 plus the weapons attack
Plus-
bonus, which I think we figured that out last time.
Which is 3.
Well, it's the total attack bonus, so it's your mobility modifier plus your proficiency
7.
plus
Please.
with advantage. So roll twice, take the higher of the two. So, as Walker is walking away,
Oh my god.
you see him turn back and start marching down the hall. And you sort of stop for a moment, take aim with your Glock, and squeeze the trigger, saying, "This is for my dad." And as you do, the bullet just impacts against the back of his just fine navy blue suit jacket. And just sort of, you hear the shell just sort of clink, clink, clatter to the ground after hitting his jacket. And he is just unmoving and turns around and looks at you. And he says, "What is this treachery?"
Ah.
I just want to shoot him again.
You already used your action. You said anything else?
Okay. No! He doesn't deserve it.
All right. And as he's kind of looking in this this sort of display, he's kind of looking at you, kind of looks past you and sees Jamla behind, and he says, and you see his eyes are sort of flared, and he just says, "Oh, most interesting. I wish I had a moment for study, but I do have places to be. But this slight will not go unpunished," he says as he's clenching his gauntlet fist and just electricity starting to build at the palms. So is that the end of Nicole's turn?
I want to like, can I just like load out all of my bullets?
You've used your action, so that's all you could do for this turn.
Ugh.
You still have some movement left if you want to get out of his line of sight, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I guess.
Or you could stay put.
Nope.
You can always use a bonus action to trade her.
Oh. No, I can't use bonus. Oh no, I can.
Yeah.
Right,
You still have your bonus
yeah.
action.
I'll back up to. If I go inside the room, can I still have line of sight of Walker?
Yeah, I guess if you so choose, yeah, you could kind of be like sort of leaning in cover, kind of like right there.
Oh.
And be sort of ready to lean out, sort of keeping an eye on the hallway.
The further the better. just a quick tip. Unless you're a bullet sponge like Chauncey, the further the better.
He can
get
catch
up
up with
close
you.
because I can take that damage. Most people can.
He can catch up with you.
It's true.
Okay.
And as an agent, you are quite mobile, so you could like move pretty large amounts of movement at each turn to go back and forth between different places. It's part of your part of your strengths.
So as an agent, what you can do is move here, and then.
Well, she would have to get over that rubble. Again, these are kind of high.
Oh, right, because that's.
Yeah.
That would require. Well, it would just take half movement to
there
get
you
up
go.
onto here, or not half movement, but like an extra 5 feet of movement, and then to mount basically on top of there, and then you wouldn't get as far, but you could climb it
One
pretty
diagonal.
easily.
But then you could hide, so that if he does decide to chase you, he won't see you. And then if he leaves, you can catch up with him.
How good's your charming capabilities? 'Cause, like you could just come my direction and hopefully charm me to walk past you and keep going after Walker. Deal with you later. But you really have to get charming. But that's probably your safest areas between me and him. But just
But I
know
want to
that
kill him myself.
just know that's not gonna happen. Just know by yourself
try.
that's not gonna happen. You know how I just cleaned out like 4 people by myself? It's gonna take that plus some to even hurt him. just trying to fill you in.
But I'm not like I can't think clearly. This is like
Just
a
blinded by
longtime
hate.
enemy. I'm blinded by hate.
You're a long-time enemy. This dude's ruined my life. Every step of the way, he screws me over.
There's Qatar in the distance.
Yeah. No.
Heard that.
Mr. G is just like, I'm just getting paid.
Somewhere, Katara felt a great disturbance in the force as this is going on.
Somebody's attacking my arch enemy.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, I'll go there.
She was like,
All
bye.
Can I slap her on the way by?
Yeah, technically that's enemy territory.
That's fair. You'd have to kind of.
There you go, like that.
You could get about that far.
Okay. Fine.
Can I slap her on the way by?
Sure. Friendly slap. Or not as in
No.
like non-damaging slap, as in.
No.
Wait, you're saying you want to take an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
trying to blast him. For what?
Hold on.
Oh no.
You still traitor now.
Wait,
He's
what?
confused. Are you gonna take an attack of opportunity as well? Both of you guys can.
Nadine,
this is with a haymaker.
Standing here like, what?
This is with the haymaker.
Oh boy. How's your AC?
I don't think that hits. Oh,
hits.
it does? Okay.
Yeah.
Still the same round as before, so I don't. No, I didn't use my.
It's true. You didn't use any of your
pile
stuff.
on damage. You're crippled as hell right now.
Nadine doesn't know what to do. She's like, I'm here to heal.
This is the first day I've met you.
She's just sitting there with
First time
her
met any of you.
with her medical supplies in her hands, just like.
I mean, we had a pretty long road trip here. They got to know each other pretty well.
I don't know any of you.
You don't know anybody, but
Yeah.
Nadine does.
Okay, so that's one.
Oh,
Nadine's
no.
like, we talked about girl stuff.
1d4. Nope, not 1d44. 1d4.
Excuse me.
The huge dice.
Roll the 1 still, so it's fine. Yeah, that's the entire thing. 24 points of damage.
Ah.
24 points
Oh
of
my
damage
God.
to Nicole.
And as she's running by, she's just like still splayed out. Just one of the tentacles just comes and whips around with a blade at the end.
If you'd have put that in your resume, we would know that you would end up trading us for a second. But like you didn't. Next time, remember to put that in your resume. Especially joining the baddest killing force on planet.
The baddest anti-walker killing force.
Yeah.
That would have been a major hiring point. We wouldn't even had to do the interview number 2.
Hold on, you're a spy for a walk? Oh hell yeah, get in here.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
As she's walking by, Jamla is going to say, "I admire that, but that's for disloyalty."
She just bitch slapped you for the BSAA without being part of the BSAA.
I know. She betrayed 2 whole organizations. There's a bit in about Jamla's backstory that involves you can't do that. You can't be loyal. You can't be disloyal like that. Regardless of who's, I slapped you for both the BSAA and Walker.
And just
I feel like
wanted
Walker is confused now.
Yeah, now Walker is just watching this all pan out in front of him and just sort of cocks his head.
Where I come from, thieves lose their hands, and the disloyal lose their heads.
Well, you don't have either. You just have tentacles.
I just got that like crab meme, the crab guy from Futurama. Get wrecked.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay, now it's her turn.
So is that the end of Nicole's turn?
That was
Can
a hell of a
I pull out
two.
my AK?
Let's see. Well, you could stow your handgun for now since you had that out last. But at the start of your next turn, you could pull out your AK.
Oh, okay.
So you could do
That was a hell of
that
2
once as a
rounds.
free action. Yeah, that was all right. So now Walker's attention is here.
Great. I'd let him walk away, guys. I would have gave him the attention a long time ago had I known we were actually going to fight him. I'd have shot a magnum round through the hologram. But I thought different.
You can still shoot a magnum round through the wall.
Well, no, I've done that before. Remember, I killed people.
That's
through
true.
walls.
Yep. Although you'd have to have line of sight.
Yeah, well, I mean, I technically saw the person flop over the rooftop.
Well, I mean, like, you don't know where Walker is.
No, I have no clue. And right now, I'm prone in dirt.
Rolling around with a freaking shotgun and a saw.
So at this point, Walker's just watching this all, and he did promise justice against Nicole. So Walker's got to do what he's got to do.
So can
I guess
say
Walker
nah?
doesn't leave alive. Let's go.
Well, somebody's not leaving this alive.
Can I say nah?
Can we
and
retcon
just
that I did
phase
pump
through the wall?
did pump a magnum shot through the hologram of what's his face?
So Walker raises one of his gauntleted hands,
Oh,
And
crap,
just
it's a line attack.
points it out, and you see.
Oh, no.
Let me check something.
Oh, please don't line attack.
Yo, can I like? So I'm gonna backwards long jump through
So this
the.
is-
Oh no!
Don't tell me you can reach.
If he's got a line attack, oh, it's hitting us all.
We are prime.
Unless he mercifully goes, you know what? I just wanted to hit you.
And he's like, all right, yeah, just put. Oh,
I don't think he's gonna be merciful.
He's
No.
still walking. He is
What's
still
mercy?
in the mindset of walking away. Again, he
he's
asks you to
walking
dispose.
backwards while trying to.
Yeah, he asks you to dispose of insects. He again does not seem to have much care or stake in this matter. He's just trying to get where he needs to go, which is why he didn't dash through the hallway when he was on his way out. He's just kind of calmly walking out. But he stops for a moment and says, "Again, this slight cannot go unrepaid. and he holds out his gauntlet with his clenched fist, and you see a little chamber just sort of come out from one side, and this small projectile is sort of set in it, and it just like lights up in the back and shoots out like a rocket, which lands right about around that corner.
Oh, please.
It's got a 20-foot radius.
Obliterated. Obliterated.
So it's going to get that guy too.
Oh, yeah.
And all three of you
I got to kill today.
need to make mobility saving throws.
Ooh,
Please
oh.
don't.
Specialty.
As a...
Yep.
And there's just this massive detonation in this general region, which completely takes out this wall and just goes into this room. So now, Chauncey, from where you are, well, I don't know how much you can see because there's a bit of a debris obstacle in your way.
Now this wave of dust.
Yeah, you just see the shockwave come out of that
the room.
Come out of that corner.
Being that I'm prone, will I not catch like shockwave damage and these two guys will fall over? Is that possible?
Shockwave damage.
Does anybody have any resistances or anything like that to anything?
Yeah. Poison. I mean acid.
Okay. Anybody else?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, I'll roll this all together then. So, you guys make your mobility saves?
Can I like adrenaline rush before this? Can I just say please?
When can I do uncanny dodge?
Well, that's as a reaction to an attack. So you can't actually do it on this one, but you do have evasion.
Although you can.
So
you have
if you
evasion.
succeed the
I can do
roll,
evasion.
then you will take no
Evasion.
damage. But if you fail the roll, you will take half damage, whereas everybody else is half or all.
And
Evasion
that's
is like that for saves.
saving. So that's saving throw and mobility.
Yeah, mobility saving throw, d20 plus your mobility save bonus. And I
I'm gonna roll
don't...
it first. Okay.
Y'all might be losing a healer today.
No.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Because I never pass these. Never have I passed a single mobility saving throw.
You did last week when you were in your character did last week when you weren't here. You passed a good few.
When you didn't physically roll.
Yeah,
the
see. Okay, if I'm not here, I do.
Oh,
but
man.
I never pass these. So
That's
you
that
guys
Mel
don't have
juju.
a healer anymore.
All right, so all of you fail.
I don't know if I passed either. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ah! Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
So
Eviscerated.
So these guys do get obliterated from the shockwave, right? Like
this guy, well, first off, is gone no matter what he rolled.
oh no. She's at ground zero too. Oh no. Your father wasn't worth all this.
He was though. He was.
To you? Because hell no. Do I know your daddy? I better know your daddy and then feel bad about this.
You do know my daddy.
Oh shit.
Feel bad.
So
I don't know that I know your
Can
daddy.
you use my last that's
No, you
infected to
don't.
feel bad?
what does that bring you guys
yeah,
down to?
Chauncey.
Oh,
I don't even need to.
Whatever half.
oh wait, no. It's not double your current damage, your health. It's double your max health,
Well,
right?
it's so if you get reduced to 0, and then what's left exceeds your max health, then that's the only condition for insta
okay.
dead.
I'm unconscious.
So I don't
okay.
think anybody's insta dead. Wait, let me
Hold
see.
on,
Let's do some calculations.
I'm not insta dead.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
not.
so
it's 44.
44.
What's
44
left?
minus 122 is negative 78.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that doesn't. Wait, no.
That's definitely dead.
Add your current health to your max health, and the
Wait,
damage
hold
has
on.
to exceed that.
Wait, no.
Oh.
Yeah, I still.
Yeah,
I think
you'd
it still
have to
does.
have 61 health. You'd have to have 61 max health on top of what you have now.
Yeah, because I have 62
Anything
HP.
Yeah.
over negative 61 health, you're dead.
Oh, cool then.
Obliterated.
Great.
Yeah, actually.
dead.
Yeah, I think she's
What's your
actually. She doesn't have a lot of hit points.
Literally, I came in 44 HP, and I only have 62. So
Oh, you would have survived at full health.
cool.
Round
One
zero.
round.
What's Nicole at?
Well, I'm at 48 currently, but 'cause
And
I
you
have
took
evasion,
half, so you'd
That's
have taken
61.
61. So you just go down.
Just so you know, I don't know where her healing stuff is in her pockets, nor how to use them. So y'all's dead. Chauncey only knows how to kill shit. He doesn't know how to help. You guys were dead from the giddy up. Soon as you
Do I
went
have
down.
a grub I could feed her dead body?
So
I've got some grub.
after launching that and seeing the sort of dust that envelops that corner, Walker's going to keep on walking. And that's the end of his turn. Next up, these last couple of Magini are going to close in on Chauncey. And make a couple of melee attacks since you're prone. So they just toss aside their weapons and start pulling out these stun rods. And they're going to try and go to town, so they have advantage. First one's a 24 to hit. Second one's a 14. I think one of those hits.
Sorry, I was where are we at? The 24 hits.
So from the one you take 9 points of bludgeoning and
they were
shock damage.
they're at disadvantage, aren't
They're
they?
at advantage because these are melee attacks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so 9.
All right, so that's 9 points of damage total from the one that hits as they sort of come in and just start trying to police brutality beat you down on the ground. Back up to the top of the round would bring us back to Chauncey.
Whoop. Step
You
over.
see
grab
three
my
bodies.
gun. So I grab my my Hydra,
All right.
and we're gonna go ahead and show these fools that. Well, no, I mean, they look really battered though, don't they?
Yeah, they're both barely hanging on by a thread.
So I pick up my Hydra. But can I pick it up from this space or no? I had to.
Yeah,
move
yeah.
over
No,
top.
you could have grabbed it from there.
Okay, so I pick it up from this space, and I'm gonna just start going this way. All right. Yeah, and we're gonna dash. I can dash, right? 60.
You can dash with your action, yeah, to get 60
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
They're going to take a couple
So
of
dash-
opportunity attacks with you with the same weapons.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just going to let them fly. It's another 24.
The 24 hits.
So out of that, you only take 13 points of damage. All right, so... No.
That was wrong.
You were at 112 before.
Yeah. I accidentally put underscore instead of minus. It wasn't my bad.
So you come out here and you see this sort of display of the already ruined hallway, but now as the dust starts to settle from that previous explosion that rocked the entire building, you see 2 of your people are down. Or rather, the one person you've never met, actually, Jamla, you see on the ground.
You see a BOW.
Basically, you see a BOW down on the ground, and you see your sort of more recently recruited field medic soldier, Nadine, is just in part splattered across the room, and she looks to have been basically partially dismembered and obliterated by this explosion.
Could we save her brain? Is she not brain dead yet? We'll put her in a bottle. We'll save her.
Put her in a jar.
Labeled Nadine.
This is BSAA headquarters.
I mean, it's possible, ain't it?
Yeah, you're the director, bro.
I mean, I'm not really the director, but I'm taking this position right now. It's too young to die. I can't lose another member. Oh. But I see that obviously they were obliterated from something else, not like from each other at this moment. So I'm like questioning why the hell the Nicole's over there obliterated. Like there's pieces of people everywhere.
So is that all Chauncey's going to be doing?
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna. Can I like bonus action tell this son of a bitch to bring it on? Let's end this now. Let's end this now.
Walker?
Let's go. Yep. Like I come barging through this door. Like, I knocked the door off the hinges, kind of through the door. Let's go.
It's already open.
It was hanging by a thread. I knocked it the rest of the way down.
Okay.
Don't ruin my moment. This is my moment.
I'll let you make one more intimidation check.
Oh, it's on. Let's go. Get intimidated. Yeah, get intimidated, son.
Big.
23.
All right. He stops in his tracks and turns back again. He's just like, won't anybody let me get to my work?
Right now, I am your work boy. Let's go. Let's just go.
All right. And that's the end of Chauncey's turn.
Yep.
Jamla, make a death saving throw next.
Success.
All right. It's one success.
Not today.
Question. My background feature does say I can make a grub, which heals for 1d4. Would I have one of those in my inventory?
Typically, you would have to spend some time searching for one of those if you're in a sort of wild area. I'll say...
Can I make the check
Yeah, make a...
retroactively?
Yeah, I'll say make a retroactive survival check to see if you have one on you.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'll
DC's
say...
15.
Yeah, you have one. You have a grub. But you're still dying. You can't do anything right now.
Speak, right?
Yes.
I'll just on my turn weakly cry out, just like, help, I have, and I'll, I guess, pull it out and show it.
All right. So Chauncey, you hear that cry out.
You know, this is how I lost my arms the first time.
And let's see, Nicole also needs to make a death saving throw. So that's just a straight
roll a
D20.
D20?
Yeah, just straight D20.
Okay.
10 and over is a success.
That's a fail.
Under 10 is a fail.
All right, so
3 successes, you are stabilized and not dying. 3 failures, you die.
Oh, so I keep going?
No,
so you're still dying.
3 turns.
Yeah, so in each turn, yeah, you'll have to make one of those.
Oh, okay.
So next up is back up to Walker. And Chauncey has caught his attention for about another moment. You see him hold out his gauntlet, and another chamber pops out of it and launches this sort of vial full of volatile liquids, which clatter to the ground in front of Chauncey, which when mixed together just cause another resounding explosion. I need you to make a mobility saving throw. He's casting volatile reaction at you.
Yeah, I get advantage on that as well.
You would from situational awareness, yeah.
Yeah. So it's saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank God.
19.
19.
Still fails.
Oh, it still fails?
Yeah.
Are you
So you
kidding
take
me? What?
29 points of flame damage.
This son of a bitch here. Let's go. It's making me angry. 29.
I have a quick question.
Mhm.
How do you know if you're proficient in something? Is it the dot?
Yeah. It's decided by
in-
your class. When you start building your class. If there's a dot, if you've marked
Proficient
anything with a
in
dot.
armor or armor and weapons?
Well, because I had highly skilled.
Oh, right. That is true. Yeah, that would make it so you can't roll less than a 10 on proficient skills.
Yeah.
Would that still not have saved me?
No, not on.
No,
It doesn't
no.
count on death saves.
No. When I was
On the
trying
mobility
to, yeah.
Not on saving throws, on checks.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just checks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Like if you want to perform it, but not forced to perform it.
I see.
So. Yeah, and with that, Elliot Walker leaves behind that other explosion, and by the time the fire starts to fade, he's on his way out again, and actually is going to make it off the map.
Son of a bitch, I didn't even get to shoot at him. Let me shoot at him. Let me tag him. 1 magnum round. That's all I wanted today. I passed up that opportunity.
Well, you can still see him.
You
right?
still
He's
have line
not-
of sight on him. He's just out these doors.
Like the doors are still open enough for like 6
Yeah.
seconds for me to sling out 2 shots. All right, good. He's way out of my range though.
Your turn's up next. Back up to the top. Yeah, so he's just 15 feet outside of that, so he's 75 feet away from you. What's Chauncey doing?
Not what I want to do, but what I have to do. Oh, bitch, let's go. Let's save these people. I'm gonna use my I moved too far. That's 30 right there. And I can reach into her pocket or reach into her hand and grab the thing that she's holding up.
All right.
And use it, I guess, on her.
All right, go ahead and roll D4.
Right? Is that what that is?
Yeah, you can do that with your action.
Did we find any other
saved.
heals?
Oh,
Get saved.
yeah, 4 hit points.
Did we find any other heals in the other room that anybody has on their person? I'm trying to remember.
Not this guy.
Maybe
This
Nadine.
guy's the only ammunition.
I don't know.
That's
This Will's gone, right?
Oh. Is he?
Because he was with us last time.
yeah. Mel left.
Oh. Let me check.
Oh,
See
no,
if I can
Will?
bring up her.
Wait, no, Will.
Will.
I said Mel. Will is still hiding in the.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
left him up on the
He is
on the
cowering.
second floor.
Oh, okay. I thought he followed us.
I told that guy to stay, and it's good he did.
But yeah, the let's see. Yeah, I'm just checking what her, Nadine's inventory would have been for items that she would have dropped off. But I don't think she had any healing items. Well, I did say she crafted some. Wait, no, she did have some. Did have her with some crafted medical injections earlier. I think she only used the one, but I think you get two when you craft that.
Yeah.
So she would still have some medical injections left.
So Nadine's got a medical injection.
Yeah. But at this point, actually these guys are still in the initiative order. So I forgot after Walker they would have
this
start running.
whole wall area blown away so we can see through it, or
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm fine. They can't do nothing.
Yeah, they had to dash to get this far.
I know that I said we couldn't like dual wield the guns, but am I allowed to hold both of them and use one and the other separately? Boom and then boom, like a cowboy.
Only if they're not two-handed weapons.
Yeah, just the magnum.
Okay, yeah, you are able to wield them separately.
Wield them together, but not use them together.
Yeah, you wouldn't get a bonus action attack.
Yeah. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah,
I just wanted, because I got 2 attacks, I'm still going to boom and boom, you know,
Right.
like a cowboy, you know, things like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's where I'm at. As soon as I see them coming up, I put the hydra away, and would be pulling the 2 magnums out just for preparation. I'm afraid it's overkill, but I mean, might as well.
All right. So, I guess so that was Chauncey's turn. So Jamla's back up, and Nicole has to make a death save, or rather, Jamla, you got revived by Chauncey, so you do have a turn at this point if you're gonna do anything.
Being interned here, not interned, but like kept here and studied and healed, and I'm gonna get up first.
Mhm.
Studied and healed and all this other stuff. Would I know? Wait, no, the room that I was in would have any equipment that could save somebody, right?
Right.
Is that room functional at all? last we left it? Like, is there some stuff left that we could use?
You could probably salvage it if you did some
base?
searching.
Well, let's go get Will first. He knows what to do. But I can't teleport with somebody, right?
No. Mhm.
Okay, just making sure. All right. I'm gonna pick up Nadine's body. And start. I'm just gonna carry her. What's left of her. I mean, she doesn't look that bad. I looked worse off when I got blown up, right? Or about the same.
Similar, yeah.
Okay. She'll live through this. She's fine. Throw her over my shoulder. You are Chauncey.
Yes.
Can you take care of this and point at both the bad guys and the one on the ground?
I'm just in the art of killing. You're lucky that you had this scrub.
Okay, I see if I can help her. I'm going to use my entire move action to try to get to the second floor as fast as possible.
All right.
I have 80 feet of movement with a
Oh.
dash.
Have that since you're carrying a person.
40 feet of movement.
So 40 feet you could get off screen for about 15 feet.
So what? You're still gonna try to save her?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Like,
I will say again, like that. This is basically what happened to her, and she's still alive.
It's true.
oh,
Jamla doesn't have arms. For the same reason.
Is there something that I can use to heal this girl? Because otherwise she's just gonna sit there and I'm just hold her in and she dies. Like, you should have never been a traitor. And then a traitor again. Like, what are we expecting here?
It's up to you.
Well-
Do what Chauncey would do.
I mean, did you find heals?
By the way, I will look through her pockets before I leave to find it.
Okay,
Nadine,
yeah.
You're taking the only heals.
I forgot. I'm taking the heals with me. Oh,
Yeah.
take the just drop a needle on the Nicole's body.
All right.
give me that good stuff.
So that's Jamla's turn.
Does having advantage on strength checks, would that help me carry this woman?
That's fair. Make a strength
To have
check
a formula of power.
with advantage, since you have that.
If I knight her as BSAA, can I command her to go further?
Is that? Hold on. What does Chauncey? What does that look like in Chauncey's mind, Laura? What are you doing if you're gonna try and do that?
I don't know. Whenever she says she's gonna try to take her up there, and if I can take care of the problems down there, I'll be like, "Don't you worry, I'm BSAA, and I'm telling you that you need to go upstairs and do this." Like, almost like commanding her, like, "You don't worry about telling me what to do. I'm your boss. You go upstairs."
I'm running around
in
the
that
barking
sense,
orders.
she's
And you're just like,
officially
"Shut up."
BSAA by me just telling her what to do in a BSAA building.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
You have a big head.
Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know.
She would like
Oh
to.
man, you're coming through all robot-y on my end, but
You
it's
are coming
still,
through
yeah,
super
it's still,
Who, me?
yeah.
What the hell? What do you mean?
You're just the connection's kind of weak right now, but
Oh, okay.
all right, you yell that at her, but unfortunately, it's not enough to take root. In considering her a solid BSAA enlistee, but still she runs with all her might. Did you make your strength checks?
It is. I wanted to see if that would affect it.
All right.
Oh, it's not bad. It's 16.
Okay. You can move full movement.
80 feet of just.
Yeah, so you get up to the stairs and you start moving out. All right.
Am I still a robot or am I good now?
You're still a
You're
robot.
still a robot.
Hold on, let me just unplug my stuff and retract.
All right. Nicole, make another death save. That's a success.
1-1.
Yeah, you're
Is
1
it
and
better
1.
now?
This is a little better.
We'll see.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
we'll see if it lasts.
Yeah.
No, there it is. No, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you are
All right,
good.
We're good. Yeah.
Might have been your microphone.
So,
Yeah, I think I. So, earlier situation, whenever I hit that stuff, I think I also like pulled some cords out
all right.
of my computer, so my voice box is no longer that good.
Next up, these guys are gonna come through the obliterated hole in the wall and start laying down some attacks on Chauncey.
Wait, didn't they already move? Oh, wait, yeah, I moved.
That was
too,
last
shit.
round. Yeah.
They ran up to us.
Well, I was
Wait.
doing it late, but they had already would have had their turn previously. I just forgot to do it because of all the drama that was going on here.
Damn, then I wasn't ready to do them both. No, you're gonna die. I'm sorry, Nicole. You're gonna bleed out.
2 attacks, 10 and 17 against Chauncey.
Nothing.
Neither hit. Back up to the top of the round to Chauncey.
Okay, so wait, did you go through her pockets and find heals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I dumped the heal on.
There's one medical injection.
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I just realized I have 4 hit points. I'm in danger.
Oh
so
yeah,
I
that's
have to
right.
move it anyways.
So yeah, you have the back to 40.
I moved 40. Finally.
All right. Either way, you're making your way to the staircase and getting up top.
There's just an injection on the ground, right?
Yeah. Right next to Nicole's body.
Me? Give me the virus? I don't want the virus.
No, not the
No,
virus.
it's a medical injection.
No, Skull Reaper says
Oh.
suggested to give her the
Oh.
virus.
I'm trying.
So
It's the only way I know how to come back from something like that.
this is the thing is you have 1 death saving throw used. You have 2 remaining, so you only have to succeed or fail, and you'll still be fine by the time I can get you next round. So I'm gonna go ahead and light these dudes up,
All right.
Magnum style. Let's go. Gonna hit him with the rhino first. Hit the lower guy with the rhino to put it into his chest.
Does the rhino doesn't have piercing, right?
Rhino has
Yeah, it has piercing power, I
like
think.
penetration.
Yeah. But it
You can
doesn't
hit it both
really.
if you go there.
I can't. Yeah, if I move. Oh, you're right. Oh, you are right. Let's do that here, and then
All right.
I'm going to use the rhino first.
You will take an opportunity attack, and you will be at disadvantage if you're at that range.
Ooh, then we're going to go. Give me both of them.
All right, so you get 2 opportunity
hold
attacks.
Hold on a sec. Let me see.
That's a natural 20 on the first guy.
Am I able to reach her? Was the question. And I'm able to reach her and pick up the thing in the next round, right?
It would have to be on your next
30
turn,
feet.
but yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying on the
Mhm.
next round.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right, I'll take that.
And 23.
Both hit.
So that's the crit for 14 points of bludgeoning and shock. And 10, so that's 24 points of damage against you.
20. Okay. Now I'm in sort of kind of caution. And Nina's head's in the Go. Okay, so now I'm gonna shoot this dude and pierce through his body and hit the other guy.
All right, make an attack roll.
We are at a +2, +7, so we're at a 9. But I don't need it. They're that dead. Get him. 21.
21 hits both of them.
Oh boy. All right, 3. Plus 5. 27 points of damage.
Okay. So you pierce through the first guy's, and the round just strikes through his chest and bores through the other side and strikes both of them.
Are they still alive?
This guy goes down.
Okay. I'm waiting. I'm very.
The first guy definitely dies.
The first guy definitely dies.
definitely
Second guy takes half of the first guy's damage, but doesn't matter because he's also super low.
And he definitely does.
And
with half damage.
Yeah, so the second shot goes through and just splatters his head, but in its place sprouts a massive flailing tentacle.
Oh,
I'll just use that one for now.
Oh, the hell's this thing? I shoot it.
All right, make another attack.
Shoot it with the Model 29 this time.
All right. Oh, so you have both your magnums out.
Yeah, you're damn right. Kaboom! Kaboom! All right, so we hit him with the same. Yeah, the same. Right? Yeah, +2. A boom.
23 hits.
23. Oh no! Oh, it's the same damage too. Yay! These dice are in my favor. 35 points of exploding face damage. Let's go.
Splatter the tentacle up top into a bunch of different fleshy pieces as the body that it was mounted atop just falls limp to the ground.
This is why you let me kill things, guys. I don't die. I kill things. That's it. I even ran from a fight. That's the first time I've walked away from easily killing something. Just so you guys know. I think that's the first time ever.
You're welcome.
So that is the end of my turn. I don't have anything left I can do.
All right. That's the end of Chauncey's turn. So now, well, we're out of combat. Except that we're
pointing
not.
guns at her. Oh, I thought you said we are out of combat.
Oh, but we are.
sorry.
Well, I know. I did say we are, except that we're not.
What? What does that mean?
Through the open doorway through which you were originally going to take that shot, which is still kind of open, you do see Walker taking one last point and just pointing his finger down the hall before continuing to walk away. This guy's back with 1 hit point as a sort of surge of energy courses through its body.
I thought this fool left.
Walker just like keep pissing him off.
You are now my dead puppet. 1 hit point.
Yeah, that would have been at the end of Chauncey's turn.
Okay.
Next up, Nadine makes a death save.
Well, Nicole.
Or rather, Nicole. I keep mixing up the two.
Too many ends.
Too many ends. Yeah.
Oh.
Cool. That was very close.
Was almost
dangerously close.
You would have died.
That one would have killed you. Yeah.
I would have killed you if you rolled that one.
A critical fail is 2 death fails. So
which is enough to kill you. And
so
then I have to
that's-
walk my dead ass back down and pick you up too.
Oh boy.
But next up is back to this thing's initiative. Before we get back to Chauncey. And as this new surge of energy revitalized it, which was the ability Walker used, revitalize. It's renewed with new purpose, as Walker left the one last thought of the fact that he has no tolerance for traitors. And
he's coming to beat the hell out of your dead body.
All right, I'm coming back down the stairs. All right.
Don't you worry, I'm gonna eliminate this thing in one shot again.
it does have 2 tentacle attacks.
It
And it
only
has
needs one.
advantage.
And it's a crit.
It is a crit if it hits. That's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
All right. So, with that, it brings this flailing tentacle down and just brings down the axe on Nicole's still body beneath it. And in the splatter of blood, she is reduced to death. What's Chauncey doing immediately after?
I mean, she kind of betrayed me. That works out.
Technically, I didn't. I just
Technically, you did for a second there, and then you
for
double
like
it
a
back.
second,
Yeah,
though.
it was a second too long. Chauncey ain't got that kind of time.
Yes, you do.
Not time for that.
Quit playing. I was about to backstab
I'm-
him.
I'm gonna move over top of her body. And I'm gonna go ahead and put all my guns away, pull out my Hydra, and I'm gonna blast this son of a bitch to Kingdom Come, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Advantage attack roll.
Just gotta hit him.
Yeah, you just gotta hit him. He's got 1 hit.
Literally, that's all I have to do because I'm also rolling in headshot too. Just to do it. I'm obliterating this son of a bitch. Yeah. Kaboom. Oh nope. Kaboom. There we go.
Kaboom. How do you want to do this?
You son of a bitch, die! Boom! And I light it right up in whatever best tentacled spot is. Make sure it can't be puppeted again.
Yeah, and again, like, after thinking it was down for the count the last time, after cutting that flailing tentacle into pieces, as that surge of energy went through it and it sort of regrowed some of that tentacle, you just cut it off at the root and just shove your barrel in there and splatter it into a bunch of little pieces again. And it does not seem to be in any danger of being puppeted any longer. So, you see your former ally, Nicole, bleeding on the ground below you. I will allow a moment for last words, but she is dead.
Who's your daddy? And what did he do?
Who's your daddy?
I'll say,
You gotta tell me the whole thing because I got a shotgun pointed at your face because I'm about to finish whatever last breath you got.
my name is Bella Feliciano, and I hope you bring that son of a bitch down.
Who's your dad?
And with that, she expires. And just with that,
Can I
her
tell
last
her that I
breath.
killed her dad. Just so you know. And Feliciano, I'm pretty sure I had a part in their death.
Probably.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, let me remember my notes. Giovanni.
Oh yeah, I definitely have a part in their
But I
death.
liked Ernesto better.
I mean,
And Nicole breathes these last words as she draws her last breath. And then her eyes just looking off into the distance. And that's the last you hear, Chauncey.
I grab her dog tags off her neck. She have like dog tags of a sort or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Foxtrot, unit number and everything labeled.
I go ahead and just pluck those off, and then I loot that body. What do you got in there? Let's see it.
I got some good shit, bro.
I know. Let
Yeah,
me see what you got.
I got
Incendiary grenade for a Viking funeral.
yeah. Got that.
That's true. She did
Got
have
an
that
AK.
grenade from last time.
Got a gas mask.
I don't need gas mask for anything.
Yeah, I got hook shot though.
I want it.
A hook
Well, you
shot,
two of
like
them and loot
the
that
one
part.
that Ada has.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
why
Mr.
didn't you
G
use that
has
for
one,
faster
too.
Travel. You could have used that for faster travel.
I totally forgot about it.
Get the hell out.
So, as you're
Alright, I'm not-
looting...
I'm
As you're
taking the dog
picking
tags
pockets.
and whatever money this girl got in her pocket. I'm gonna show her what a real loot is.
I don't think I have money. to be
Damn it,
honest.
she's poor. I kick her head.
Docker pay.
I definitely, I just take her dog tags and then I just dart upstairs, leave the body behind.
All right. As these last moments were passing by with Nicole, what is happening with Jamla? As you spent this, so you lugged that.
4 hit points.
Yeah, you're severely injured, charred from the explosion, but still limping up the stairs, dragging that body along with all the force of will that you can muster. The injury too reminiscent.
I'm moving as fast as evolvedly possible. Trying to get to Will in the what room is that? Like the medical room?
It's the
I was like,
R&D
some sort
room.
of quarantine.
Yeah, you're in the laboratory in the R&D department.
Heading there as fast as evolvedly possible.
All right. So you start heading in that direction, dragging behind these remains. You bring her to the room where you had been stored and kept previously, still in ruin, still in disrepair. But you don't see anybody in this room at first glance.
Will!
Ah, what's going on? Kind of ducks out of hiding from around some debris. He says, "Jamla, is that you?"
Need help! Need help! And it just limping into the room.
All right. And he kind of wanders out. He waves some people on as you see some scientists come out of hiding that he seems to have mustered and brought into this area for to find a safe place and sort of bolster his own numbers. But a couple of those scientists that had worked on you before come out of hiding that were not here when last you left the room.
Try to get that body just slap it on a table or something.
All right. All of the laboratory equipment is all in disarray, spread out all over the floor, but you slab it down onto what remains of a desk, which is still covered in dust and debris. You sort of wipe some of it off. They help you to clear the table to make room for these remains.
She needs help. My mentor who helped me said there was another way to help somebody. Like if we can get her in stasis of some kind.
The scientists are just kind of looking amongst themselves, just frantic, just like, this was a BSAA soldier, and still trying to piece together what's happened as you've brought this all up here.
Yeah, she helped me, but we need to act fast.
What's going on? She's there? And Will's just he just kind of chimes in, kind of trying to focus on what you're trying to say, and he's just like, I don't think you understand what happened to you. It was a fluke. It can't be done. People have tried for so long to try and replicate what happened to you. You're lucky.
It happened once. You have the data. We need to put her in stasis and finish the research.
One of the scientists just chimes in. It's just like, we have been studying her for a few days. We have a lot more data on this stuff than ever we've had before. And Will's just sort of shaking his head, just like, no, it's not enough. We can't guarantee this could be done. This is too dangerous. And one of the scientists just goes, she's already dead.
Just gonna say that.
Can I make it into this room by now?
Yeah, at this point, the last moments you had were sort of starting to wind down, and you are able to make it up to this room as this discourse is underway.
Like, as I barge in the room, it's like, she's already dead. I'm like, and you're gonna bring her back to life, god damn it.
BSAA director here says you're gonna bring her back to life.
I'm acting director at the moment, bringing this girl back to life now.
But acting
this moment.
Acting director. What happened to Ironside?
He's dead.
And then you see them kind of murmuring amongst
That's all
themselves.
that anybody needs to know. He's dead. I don't know how to explain. He got turned into toast.
They start murmuring among themselves, just like, you saw it?
I saw.
Director Ironside's down.
He's dead.
And they just like sort of take a moment as they all sort of take it all in and look amongst themselves. Oh, this is really happening. This is a full-scale attack.
You have time to grieve after the war. Right now, you save lives.
I need her alive.
She saved me. I need to save her.
And one of the scientists just looks to snap out of whatever state he's in. He's just like, "You're right. We could do this. We have to try." And they start, and Will's just like, "If you think this fluke could happen a second time, then for what it's worth, we could try it." He starts directing the other scientists around. He's just like, get over there. Get those canisters over there and bring together some of those tubes. And he starts directing them one by one. They assemble some of the equipment that has been scattered around this room. And they start hooking up Jamla with some of like the sort of IV things and things of that nature that you were used to them sticking into you these past couple of days.
Faster. Doesn't have to be pretty, just work.
And they start hustling.
Look into Chauncey. It's like, did you get the other girl?
No. She didn't make it.
That's a shame. We have to work fast to get her too.
She's not gonna make it.
You have to work fast.
He really doesn't want
She's
me
not
back
gonna
alive.
make it.
Chauncey gives you this stern look as the others are rushing, sort of assembling as much gear as they can in a makeshift sort of manner. It's, again, like you said, it's messy, but it seems to be functional for whatever purpose they might be trying to employ. They seem to have hooked you up with IV bands of all sorts and are trying to connect it to the remains of Nadine. There seems to be some sort of transfusion going on, but you're not sure all the science of it, but they seem to be attempting to siphon from you. You start to feel your own form grow weaker. And eventually, Will has to ask the question of you. How much are you willing to give, Jamla?
Do it.
How much?
Do it.
This procedure, this could kill you.
Did I stutter? I said do it.
We need a healer more than we need a lady. Let's go.
Make a persuasion check with advantage from Chauncey's acting direct order.
I was gonna say intimidate.
I'm rolling intimidation on this son of a bitch.
I was gonna say I could intimidate him.
Yeah, I'll allow this to be intimidation with your sternness, whichever is higher.
Oh, it's intimidation.
I'm definitely backing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're sort of standing behind, still overshadowing with your new sort of position, and you'd already developed quite a reputation within the BSAA as is, but now with this news that you are acting director.
Yeah. Kind of just standing there with like my hands just like on the holsters of where guns are. Not that I'm drawing them, but like in the motion as if I could, if I wanted to. Yeah, that kind of intimidation stance.
All right, advantage to Jamla.
Okay, good. Well, I was gonna say my eyes are glowing anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You actually managed to do it. Let's go.
Oh, it hurt. Oh.
Still, Will gives one last somber look to you and says, "It's your choice."
Can I use that medical injection and stab it in her neck? She goes down.
It's your choice.
I'm already dying.
And the scientists kind of look amongst themselves and at you, as if they just heard you speaking aloud a secret they've kept from you. And Will just sort of nods and says, "All of it. As much as we can get." And you hear the machines that they have you hooked up to firing up as the transference continues. Again, Jamla, you're still very weak from the previous bout, still limping, still on your last legs. But in this last moment, you see this figure splayed out like once you were. Your mind goes back to that day under the hot African sun in Kajuju, the homeland. Remember your mentor. Remember all that came before. And being unable to shake this feeling that you have to have survived for a reason. The scientists have a grim look on their face as your vitals begin to read poorly. And they're still not sure if it'll do any good. But it's certainly straining you.
Can I, as like the vitals are draining down, like lean over her in her chair or wherever she's at, and kind of like arm over her, kind of give her a hug and just say thank you?
You're so fly.
Does Jamla have anything to say?
Make it count.
I always do.
And with that, Jamla collapses.
I'll hold her until she goes.
Collapses into your arms. The sort of black ichor limbs sort of no longer holding a more tangible form and just slobbing to the ground at your feet. As those pseudopod arms she had just disintegrate and come undone. And again, this small, framed teenage girl just slumped over in your arms, no arms of her own, leans on you with a cold, distant stare as she breathes those last words. And the vitals go flat.
Oh, awkward time. You ruined it.
Sorry.
They have another set of vitals hooked up to Nadine. They're not reading anything yet, and the scientists look amongst themselves, worried, saddened after this brief time that they've spent having the opportunity to speak and befriend Jamla and learn her story. And they'd just begin to look down, head in their palms, and weep for the loss of a friend and the possibility that it might have been for nothing. But then there's a slight chirp to the vitals of Nadine. Then another one. The scientists seem too preoccupied, but Will is just leering over the remains of this flame-tattered corpse that has been dismembered from the left shoulder on. And a solid chunk of her chest with it. But he's leering over that and just looking, staring, as he sees the smallest, faintest hint of movement in the muscles as this sort of black goo envelops the opened wounds. She's not conscious. There's a small hint of vitals, and Will points to the screens. He's just like, look, trying to get the attention of the other scientists. And after a few minutes, if you are willing to wait, bated breath and silence, Nadine, you are able, after facing the cold sting of death, to wake up and draw breath.
What's happening?
You're alive.
Jesus. What happened? How did
Will just
what
sort
happened?
of shakes his head and kind of somberly looks off and just says, a miracle happened, that's what. Chauncey, you see Chauncey still sort of standing by.
Cap.
We're here.
Did we get that son of a bitch?
Not today, but we will. Just rest.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You hear... Actually, you would have heard a good bit prior to this, the roaring of an engine as whatever aerial vehicle Walker first arrived on seems to have left the area. And last you heard, there's an impending attack on Camp Clancy.
Oh, they're already at the ready, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell them to stay with her and make sure she gets back on her feet, and to personally contact me, and I give them my information.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
although you do see at this
phone
point, she is. Does Nadine try to stand?
Well, she just got told to rest, so she's just like, no, I'm gonna
Well,
rest.
I'm assuming you're still obliterated, right? Like, or did everything like suck back together? Like, oh hey.
Well, it all seems to basically have been like cauterized by this thin sheet of black, but so she doesn't look nearly as well. Yeah, so she's not like bleeding out all over the place, but she looks in about as good a shape as she could possibly be for having just been dead.
I mean, that's still dead though, right?
Less an arm and a leg, but
But she can't stand if she's missing a leg. I mean, try. If you feel good, let's go.
Roll a d10.
Okay.
Nadine's gonna become Eileen.
What's your constitution modifier?
Plus 20.
1.
So
20.
you're within moments of coming to consciousness, you feel your strength just revitalizing plenty. So your maximum hit points have increased by 7 because you have leveled up and gained a level of evolved.
Whoa!
Wait, this is how this works? Give me some evolve. Let's go. Needle me up too, bro. No, I'm good. I'm clean. I don't want that.
Oh, okay. Where did I put that extra? Hold up.
Yeah,
There's only like 2 boxes.
Oh right, you got 3 classes now.
You know what? I'll put it in features.
All right, there you go.
when I was making
Feature a new level.
when I was making the character sheet, I was like, how many hit dice slots should I put? I'll only do 2. No one's ever gonna get 3 hit.
You may not have been the soldier I wanted now, but you will be later.
Oh, Katara's gonna love this.
Oh yeah.
So, what's Chauncey's
Cornelia.
next line of action?
Oh, is she standing?
She's standing.
you know
She
what?
is.
Yeah.
She is starting
Well.
to. The longer she stays awake, the more and more you feel like $1,000,000.
Can we
Let's go.
roll
Yeah,
to see
she's
which of her
like-
limbs are missing?
I already said she's missing the left shoulder on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, if anything, getting up, I guess like she'd see how do I pronounce your name again?
Jamla?
Jamla.
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 Okay, yeah. Jamla.
Jamla.
Okay. Would I see her just kind of like?
Yeah, you would see her sort of laid beside you on basically a long sort of desk that was used as a pseudo operating table, and you would see her tentacled limbs no longer displaying, and just
She's but a torso.
yeah, just a torso with legs, just lying down. Still,
Wait, she had no arms and shit?
No.
Oh,
Somebody gotta be
Jeez.
propping her up if I stood up. She'll flop over.
and she will approach. She'll just kind of like look over and just take a moment,
yeah.
bow her head, close her eyes.
Will just chimes in. She didn't survive the procedure. She's the reason you're still standing.
Why?
It's hard to say. Only had a few days to get to know Jamla. But for such a young girl, she's been through so much.
And she's gonna go through and just like place her hand like on her head and just, I don't know why you did it. but thank you. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure with this new life, something good will come out of it.
The gunfire
she just-
around the headquarters seems to have died down. Here's somebody coming in over the radio. As everybody's in a sort of chaos, as everybody that remains seems to be clamoring for information, trying to figure out what's going on.
And with that, she's just like, all right, where to now, boss? Where's my equipment?
Well, that I don't know.
You still have your
over there.
You still have
over
that in the. It's in the room. You could gear back up.
Okay, yeah, she'll just go over to it and just shoot.
Time to go back home.
Let's go.
Is there any like soldiers around or anybody besides these scientists?
On your way out, and you hear these voices coming out around the radio of survivors of this assault, and you can reconvene with one of the surviving units if you would like.
They point me in the direction of like the nearest helicopter.
They sort of lead you out. It's worth noting you did come here on the Black Betty, and but as they lead you out though, well, looking around, the vehicle depot was the first thing to get bombarded. All that remains is whatever was in the parking lot.
Well, do I also see that somebody blew up my car purposefully? Let's go.
No, your car's untouched.
Walter's like,
Full
fuck
steam
that
ahead.
car specifically.
That's Chauncey's car, laser beam.
Your car's untouched.
All right, let's go.
And with that, you load up on Black Betty and attempt to race the enemy forces back to Camp Clancy.
And I'm on the horn the whole way. I'm trying to find out who would actually be next in line.
Trying to figure out the line of succession.
Yeah.
All right. And as you put the pedal to the metal, start your trip back for the home base of Camp Clancy. From here to Chicago, it's a few hours out, but you're in a rush. We'll see if you could beat the forces there. And that's where we're going to leave off tonight. That was something.
That was some crazy shit.
I don't know what I expected to happen. After that, I don't know what I expected to happen. But man, you guys surprised me.
Ta-da!
Get that guest character out of here.
Expecting me to betray them
Ruined
later?
everything.
I don't know. I mean, this was just one of those things where you just, as a GM, you just set the pieces in motion and just see how the ball rolls. That was quite dramatic.
Yeah.
I was saying earlier, that might be the most down/deaths I've seen for one decision.
Yeah, man.
That was. I've seen a couple downs for bad decisions.
No, one decision. She shot him. And because
That's true. That was the one. That was the one decision that kicked everything off.
Usually, it's like 2 or 3 bad decisions, but
and maybe a few bad rolls.
And bad rolls. This was one decision, 3 downs, 2 deaths.
2 deaths.
Thank you for letting me play as a guest. I will take the lead now.
That was awesome.
Thank you for screwing with our stuff.
You're welcome.
Nina was a guest for 2 episodes, has the highest kill count.
Not even kill count, just cause of death
PC
count.
PC kill count. I haven't even killed that many PCs.
I will
We
say,
haven't killed any player characters.
I've killed one player character. Mel has killed one player character.
That's
Yes.
true.
And
What?
Yeah,
Dude,
Mel
I
killed
killed-
Lauren
okay.
just a couple weeks back.
and then I
wait, did
saved
you-
Mel.
Did you see that, Chauncey or Doc?
No.
Oh yeah,
man.
it was good.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was basically
It was an
she
execution.
pulled a Mr. It was a Mr. G execution that
Yeah.
Katara did.
Oh.
Oh yeah, straight murked that
Oh, wait,
character.
yeah, I've seen that part. Yeah, I've seen that part.
Yeah. But I will say though, after this episode, especially, Lauren, I think you have received the "You Are Dead" screen the most times out of everyone that has played my game. In fact, some of you haven't even seen it once, I don't think, because every time. So, quick behind the scenes for everyone listening in as well. So whenever we end these sessions, the next day I distribute XP to all the players, and when I do, I send them basically a random save room theme from one of the Resident Evil games to listen to while they're looking at their experience points. If somebody dies in a session, then along with that, I also send a GIF of the "You Are Dead" screen from one of the Resident Evil games, or if somebody dies,
This
or
was
if
my
they,
third one.
if they also, if they otherwise effectively die, like with Emil, you got a "You Are Dead" screen, right, for abandoning that character and letting him become a NPC. So. Yeah, I think, Lauren, you have seen that screen by far the most. Well, I guess Lisa saw it a good few times too, but I don't think as many times as
We
you
might
now.
be even.
So
Might be even.
I have a good question then.
Huh.
Am I going to be receiving "You Are Dead" and then just a
You will.
rewind and then like a DJ rewind?
Well, you're gonna you're gonna get your.
Whenever I died.
When did you die?
Remember, I didn't die. I was down for hell and back, and I still survived.
No, yeah. You have to full on. Your character has to full on die. So Mel, I think
mean,
you're gonna
technically,
get
I
a
would've
"You Are
full-on
Dead"
died.
screen. You're gonna get a "You Are Dead" screen with the reload last save option attached to it. Just like continue.
But,
Yes. No.
Technically, I died,
When did you
but
die?
I didn't. I lost my eye instead. Remember?
No, that wasn't a death. You were reduced to
That
0
was-
hit
it was-
points, but you didn't die.
I mean, I
Dying.
should have died because I didn't get to roll 3 times to save my life, and nobody
Yeah.
would have gotten to me in time.
But
They
you
captured my dead body.
were fortunate in that you were wanted alive there. Well, hold on, somebody's
That's
asking.
what it is.
Hold on. Let me see if I could bring this up.
Man, I don't know what fighting style I want now.
I'm
looking at
you
the
got some
fight and I'm just
decisions to
like-
make.
Whoa.
Hold on. Before we sign off. There we go. There's the screen. So, yeah. That being said, thank you all very much for watching. This was quite the roller coaster, if I dare say. Yeah, that was something. So, thank you very much, Nina Nina, for being a guest for these couple of episodes. It was certainly a pleasure to have you. First new guest since ILO. That's kind of weird to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, first new guest since ILO way back in Raccoon City. But no, yeah, we really wanted to bring in some new blood for this last hurrah, and it was a good opportunity with these diverging storylines that we're starting with. So thank you very much for being a player and for bringing in that interesting set of reversals with the triple agent Nicole.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I was really tempted to try and convince Chauncey, and let him hear my side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like, I gotta go out with a big bang.
Yeah, man.
The biggest thing.
And I knew okay, if I can't even kill him with one shot at point blank, we gonna die.
Well, I mean,
I'm going out
Lady,
with
you
a
don't
big
even
bang.
know. I point blank somebody that wasn't even ready. I point blanked him and still didn't kill that dude. I had to chase him around the room to finish his ass off.
oh no, yeah,
And then
Walker.
everybody just thought that I magically didn't do it.
No, yeah.
Just chased me everywhere.
Walker was one tough cookie. You would not have been able to take him out here. Let's just say that.
We need twice levels that we have.
Yeah,
he would have like inconvenienced. He would have been like, excuse. No, he was like, excuse me.
Yeah, well, because like the bullet just sort of bounced off his jacket, as I pointed out. It didn't even penetrate that.
Yeah.
There was no hole in his jacket after you shot him, even though the bullet impacted against. But no, yeah, that was. I was curious to see if you guys did decide to fight it out, how much of a dent you can make in his hit points, but you guys actually didn't take out a single hit point of Walker's health.
Nope.
You are lucky that like usually I play Chauncey as like the second I would have seen him, I would have shot him, but I was like, I know this is like a baited hook to try to get me to shoot at him. But like this is also a moment where it's like no matter how many times you shoot at him, you're not gonna piss him off enough to actually fight you.
Mm-hmm.
But
That was his warning shot.
Yeah, that was just his warning shot. Like,
Yeah.
he has a lot more of that to come. So it's
I
like,
was ready for Nicole to die, but then she ran
so was I.
and rejoined with the rest of the group, and I'm like, he's got
You're like,
one thing to try and one and done the traitor, and it was also the only thing that he had range for while still trying to walk away and maintain that aspect of his character.
You're still a traitor in the end. Just think about that. You killed Jama.
I was a double agent.
Triple H.
Double now?
Triple agent.
Fucking M. Night Shyamalan movie here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Win the twist star.
Well, but thank you very much for coming on as a guest for these couple of episodes. It's been a pleasure to have you and everybody that you brought along with these raids. I see y'all out there still filling up the chat.
It was very fun. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
No,
And
and to chat, I convinced her to get between me and Walker. Not
that is fair.
to go
That
to
is
the group.
fair.
To be fair,
Chauncey
I told her to
probably
get
could have
closer to
taken
me,
that.
She was gonna die either way, but at least she could have charmed me as I went toward Walker.
Two people who could have tanked that.
Yeah.
Two people who could have tanked that and probably would have looked at each other and said, "Run." Chauncey and Katara.
Yeah, Chauncey and Katara,
Bam!
I think, are the only ones with the kind of hit points necessary to survive that kind of blow at these levels.
Well, I would have survived if Lauren didn't slap me.
Well, see, I would have survived had I been at full health.
It's fair,
Yeah.
that's fair.
And
Well, now you got a little bit more health, so you'll be returning with level 12 Nadine next week. And yeah, so tune in next week, everybody, for the Mad Max special as Chauncey dashes across the states trying to get back to Chicago.
Hold on, is this still Chauncey's?
This
thing?
is what I thought was going to be the opening episode of Chauncey's side adventure, but
oh no!
Hold on, let me make another character really quick.
the battle for Camp Clancy is still afoot.
I'm all right. I guess I won't be in this next episode.
I can give you control of one of my soldiers.
So
I don't know if there's anybody coming with you. There's just
No, the soldiers.
you could just be
at
hanging out at Camp
Clancy.
Clancy for when they get there.
well, I was
Yeah.
thinking this next coming up is gonna be the.
Well, we're gonna
I
find
guess
out.
it's
We're gonna
how
find
can you
out.
get there? All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
We'll
see
figure
I'll
it
see
out between sessions. But thank you all very much for watching again.
Let's
And-
all get into this war.
Yeah. Also, before we sign off, Nina, where can people find you if our audience wanted to look for you? Because you do a lot.
Twitch.tv/9Nina. I'm also on Twitter. I have a Discord. And if I could do a quick plug-in, next Saturday morning, I'm hosting Lionheart Legacy UHC, which is ultra hardcore Minecraft, where couples fight to the death.
Ah, yes. So,
Literal couples.
yeah. So, yeah, she's actually quite the prolific streamer and does quite a bit over on her Twitch channel. I highly recommend giving her a view. And if you guys would like to see more of the continuing adventures in Resident Roleplay, we stream this every Saturday. For those of you who are new, coming from her audience, every Saturday evening. And this is the final story arc. The show's going to be effectively over after this story arc, but we upload to YouTube as well every Monday after a session. So be on the lookout for that for VODs if you want to rewatch or share the story around. And we have the entire series up as a playlist on YouTube. We could find our channel, Pacheco Projects and Production, youtube.com/c/PackProPro. And yeah, so again, tune in next week for the ride. Until then, we'll see you guys later. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Night, sweet dreams, all the good things.